Yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, yo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I saw Dr. Brown took the stand, eyes like glazed donuts, hair in a halo that screamed, I just floated. Defense done asked, why'd you call it abuse? She grinned real wide, said, baby, just bruise. X-ray showed nothing but giggles and milk, but she saw fractures like cracks in the silk. The state jumped up, objection, she stressed, she's not high, your honor, just demon possessed. So maybe it was a bad day, she just riding the wave of a cosmic delay. Maybe she's cloud adjacent, sky high in thought, not baked, just toasted. Her brains overwrought, call it a mental vacation, a herbo detour. She's not stone, she's gravitationally poor. Bad day, that's all we can say. Dr. Brown just orbiting in her own special way. She testified, kid's skull looked like abstract art. Translation, she dropped her pen, saw a dart. Shaken definitely by what? The vibes. Cross-exam, asked, ma'am, are you alive? She whispered, I'm elevator, medically speaking. Then hiccuped the cloud that smelled like weekend. Judge banged the gavel, order, she's fine. She's not blazed, just sun-kissed by a pineapple vine. Maybe it was a bad day, she's floating in zero G, lost in the fray. Maybe she's buzzed on life, feel lit from within. Not fried, just crispy, like toast with a grin. Call it a thought, bubble it a kush, cut a dream. She's not wrecked, she's serenely supreme. Bad day, past the eye drops. Okay, Dr. Brown's just meditated, 3 feet off the fray. Baby's fine, mom's crying, headlines scream, whoop. Doc's in the bathroom doing yoga in loops. The fence spins gold, she's tired, not tortured. She misread the bones cause her chakra got scored. Settlement came with a gag order twist. Say she was foggy, not fog in the mist. Dr. Brown waved by, pupils like saucers. Peace out y'all, after the meet cosmic enforcers. Now she consults via Zoom from her couch, still diagnosing with the spiritual pouch. If a kid's rash looks like Saturn's ring, she'll blame the planets, not the other things. Yeah, it was a bad day, she was knee-deep in stardust. Astral ballet, non-suited, just sitting on rib, just relax. She saw abuse in a birth, whoops, overtaxed, call it aberrant, siesta, ganja siesta, no, F bad day, your honor, case closed, let's go. Bad day, wink, wink, oy vey, Dr. Brown's prescription, another bad day. I said it.
Oh my God, it's enough already, Streamyard. It's nothing's working right now. I'm just trying to put us on the stage, behind stage, and it won't work. For fuck's sake. I'm like, what? And then
seeing you pop up. I was like, oh, what is going on?
And then
thank
Streamyard,
God I wasn't picking my nose.
Turned my OBS camera off and wouldn't let me access Streamyard. I was like, what are you doing? This is, I mean, I don't know what's going on with Streamyard, but my God, it could be bad today, folks. Welcome back. It is, it's Monday, and I feel like I have a case of the Mondays already because that was upsetting. That was my new video, Bad Day, which I made in the last 5 minutes while you guys were sitting there waiting. Sorry. I forgot to do it, and I was like, you guys, you have to see it. It's too funny. It's so good. Today is Carrie's birthday. Shut the front door. Oh my gosh.
Happy birthday.
Oh, well, we have to play her the birthday song.
Happy birthday from both of us to you.
Really?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
May all your dreams come true.
Like Dr. Brown going to jail.
Have you here? Happy birthday. Here's to another year.
Yes.
Yay.
Happy birthday. Here's to
Thank you.
another
Happy
year.
birthday.
All right. All righty, Roo. Okay, I know I don't have the bingo link up. I know. I'm getting it. Hold on. Everybody, hold on to your shorts. Copy link. I'm putting it up right now. We do have bingo. Bingo link here. And Super Tips is available and working. It should be anyway, unless StreamYard just screwed that setting too. I guess I should go check.
Yeah, StreamYard was trying to tell me some new feature they have, and I was like, I don't understand.
I saw
technology.
that Super Tip went to Mars. Like, listen, just leave me alone and let me do my stream right now.
I mean, yeah, I have a whole list of people I want to send to Mars.
StreamYard is one of them. StreamYard is one of them, in my opinion. Now, I tried to switch over to whatever that other one is. I can't even remember the name of it. Remember, Flux, when we tried to do this?
I use Streamlabs. I don't use the multiple people because I still don't understand how.
Right. I can't figure it out. I hate it.
At some point I will.
It's not that the thing that I can't figure out with Streamlabs is not the multiple people. I can do that if you use not the desktop version, but the other version, the app or whatever. You can do it easily because it's like StreamYard. What I can't do is save super chats on the screen somewhere so I can pull them up when I want to. You have to either read them when they come in or they're gone. So it's like, how am I?
Because on mine, I have all of them even from like 30 days ago.
All right, you're gonna have to show me how this
that I
works.
can just boom.
It's weird. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I mean, and that's obvious. Probably that's me. All right, let's get over to the bingo and see what we're doing today. By the way, we are going to be watching the closing arguments, part 3. We probably will finish that today. And then tomorrow or the next day or whenever Carrie can be here, because really it's about her schedule, we will finish with the verdict and the river dancing video, which is done. It's ready to go. I mean, maybe we should give it to you guys today. I don't know. Maybe we should take a poll. When do you guys want it? I feel like Carrie should be here, though, and she's not here.
Yes.
So we need to find a day when Carrie can be here. All right. Here is the bingo that we have going on for today. We'll go over the squares. Am I in the right thing? What am I looking at? Did I share the wrong one? No, this is it. Okay. Do you see my screen scrolling?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Dumpster moment, hair talk, well-timed pause, state lies, evasive answers, didn't do nothing. Meg's blood pressure meds stopped working, and I did take them today. Court staff cries, drunk or high witness, Megan snorts, we all hate the prosecutor. River dancing, free space, mic drop, Flux hates prosecutor, appropriate, loving parents. What a bitch. Judge Werther's break, fake words, blink rate anomaly, defensive body language. The C word, get squunched, sex scandal face, and Spider-Man meme. Thug judge, Megan hates prosecutor, prosecutor stares down jury, pacing, lazy investigator, Flux is going to get angry, muted boomer, demonstrative, what a bunch of garbage, they're making shit up, Megan hits wrong button, which everyone can just go ahead and check off now, witch sighting, perjury, unknown significance, ostrigenesis, and don't even get me started, they murdered the ostriches. I can't even.
All of that?
You are kidding me.
They murdered them all. You didn't see the pictures of the dead carcasses all over Twitter?
No, I'm afraid.
And here's the worst part. Allegedly, the birds are sick, right? They're spreading bird disease or bird flu or whatever the hell, and that's why they had to do it. So you have to then assume the state is thinking that they're completely contagious. They whack all the ostriches and they leave them there to rot. Just 400 bodies rotting in the open that are contagious? Excuse me?
I saw the pictures on Twitter, but it was mostly just like blurred bodies and stuff. And I thought it was some like war picture, and I just kept scrolling. I did not realize that was the ostriches. That is like fucked up.
You guys, some of them were beheaded.
So
they had said shooting them was going to be really, really difficult because like you can't just start shooting 400. They'll panic, they'll run, you can't euthanize these things. Why couldn't they have done it one at a time like you do cattle? You know, if you're going to have to do it, why the hell aren't you funneling them through some kind of tunnel where you get them one at a time? And
they didn't have to do it. It's full of crap.
I know it's really bad, and I'm sorry to bring you that terrible news, but the country of Canada, war crimes. If these are 400 beating hearts, and they've slaughtered them in brutal ways and left them out to rot.
Canada continuing to be the reason we need the Geneva Convention. Yes,
Yeah.
most of the things that are illegal to do, seen as crimes against humanity, are things that Canada did in WW2. So basically, most of the war crimes are things that Canadians thought up, which is odd
Wow.
because they're really so nice.
They're such nice people. Why is their government so evil? You know?
No
'Cause
idea.
And you know what? I did talk to Ian Runkle about this because, you know, he was like, you're not going to like what I have to say about the ostriches. I'm like, all right, well, tell me anyway. And he was basically saying they're never going to save 400 ostriches when they have global agreements that they would stamp out the bird flu or whatever. It's not going to happen. They're not going to get saved. And this particular farmer, and he looked into a lot of the details, did not take measures that they could have taken that may have staved this off or at least prevented it. They didn't do some things they were asked to do. Like they could have put a netting over the entire enclosure so that other birds couldn't get in. They didn't do that. There were other things that they should have done. Now, there's probably an argument why they didn't. It probably increased their costs by a lot. Who knows if it was burdensome? I don't know. But there were things they were asked to do that they didn't do. And so the whole thing was just a tragedy, just all around. I think everybody made mistakes, but the government certainly made the biggest one, in my opinion.
Yes.
In my opinion. So, and also don't sign those global contracts with other countries. Like that's one thing I love about America is that we don't allow other countries to tell us what to do. We don't do our laws based on European laws, and our courts don't allow that in as evidence. They don't allow it in well, they do it in Europe. Like, well, so what? Like, we don't care about that. We're not signing any contracts with anybody that dictating to us what we have to do with our livestock, our people, our land. No. And Canada shouldn't either. Like, it's just stupid. Are you a country or not? You know, are you a global community? I think they should take ownership of their own country and forget about that bullshit. All right. Anyway, where were we? I was at Osteogenesis Imperfecta, wasn't I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bendy babies. AI portion of the show. Flux pets cat, carries dad's smoker's cough. Flux chooses violence. For fuck's sake. Unfucking real. What if anything? Awkward pause. Annoying hand gestures. Baby stealer. Ceiling cats. Prosecution gets wrecked. Facts. Wiggle wiggle. Itch cough. And Nick demonetizes the stream. He may not be here, so I'm not sure if that will happen, but I have my card generated, so why don't you all go and get yours as well. All right. Did I turn on ads? I was supposed to do that. Let's see. Edit.
You sound like me. Did I do what I was supposed to do prior to my stream, that I have the big, list up like, hey, don't forget these things? Did I actually do that?
There. I scheduled them very far apart, every 30 minutes. So that's not too bad. And if you guys want me to turn off the ads, then I have to make at least medium wage. Medium wage. That's it. This is weird. StreamYard is really screwing with me today, you guys. This is bad. There were super chats and now they're gone.
I see them.
They're
starred
not.
ones?
Yeah, there's no starred chats there's nothing starred on my comments.
I have.
What?
There's 5 that I can see.
I know.
Yeah.
What the hell, StreamYard? Oh my God. I am seriously going to lose it. What I can see on YouTube is a bunch of new memberships, but I can't even see what is happening today. You can see them, but I can't.
Yeah, like I can see them in the starred comments on the.
There are no starred comments.
StreamYard.
All right. I'm leaving the studio. I will be back. I need to restart StreamYard. You guys talk to the chat.
Howdy.
We're the captain now.
Yes.
Boy.
This is Thor. Thor is being an absolute monster today.
His purr is so loud.
You keep turning off my mic.
He
Would you
just
stop?
wants all the love. It's so cute.
He wants to crawl inside my soul. There is such thing as too much togetherness. He wants to climb inside me like a tauntaun, and he's on Hoth.
No,
Nice.
still not. It's still not showing for me.
Blame Jeremy.
It is.
Maybe I need to switch browsers. Could it be a browser problem?
What browser are you using?
I always use Edge because Chrome was always making a big problem for me. But I'll try that. I'll try Edge. I'll be back.
I typically exclusively use Chrome. Chrome seems to be the best. Although I was partial to the Internet Explorer before they killed it.
Yeah, I did like Firefox before it went crazy.
Was Firefox ever not crazy?
To be fair, because I was most closely aligned with that one, it probably was more chaotic than normal ones. Can we just bring back Ask Jeeves? Look, I felt like I trusted him. I liked Jeeves. I liked feeling like someone was solely there to serve me and find my searches.
The first AI.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
I feel
Jeeves.
like Grok should have been named Jeeves. I feel like Grok should have been Jeeves. That would have been perfect.
That really would have been.
Let's see. And my t-shirt says, I've got to start eating at home more. Dahmer.
Oh,
I'm not wearing...
Oh, Mo.
I want to get one. Where do you find a shirt like that?
I want to say Piper Lou, but I want one that says Taste the Rainbow, Jim Jones. But Mr. Mo says I can't get a cricket because I would make a bunch of these. Like, let's take a leap forward, Mao. Not every leap forward's the best. Mao.
I would buy your t-shirts, Mo.
I would wear all of my t-shirts, which is why I'm not allowed to get a cricket, because my Stanley Cup would be nothing but curse words. Okay,
oh my
I would
God,
not
it
use.
Still doesn't work.
My power is good. Well,
still doesn't work.
Do you want me to screenshot them and send them to you in a message?
What? Yeah, you're going to have to. This is ridiculous. All right, guys, we'll just get started. I'm sorry about this. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard, but it is wrecked right now. And YouTube's studio is not letting me see it either, which is really weird. YouTube is having a problem too. I got like some notice today, so who knows? Maybe this is a YouTube problem, but if you can see them, that doesn't make any sense. Oh God.
Yeah.
Chrome is all light screened instead of dark mode. God, I hate this.
That is the one thing about Chrome. It is, you have to turn on dark mode and everything.
You are the power. Yeah, light mode is for crazy people. Who the hell does it like this? Like, who watches it? This is terrible.
I don't know,
It's
but
terrible.
Mr. Mo likes the
It's
lights,
horrible.
and that's why I've determined that he's a sparkly vampire from Twilight, and I'm a real vampire from Anne Rice.
All right, closing arguments. Where were we? Here we are. And we were with this horrible bitch.
Oh, God. What a way to start a Monday.
What
with
a way
face
to
only
start
the
a
DMV
Monday.
could love.
Yes, pretty much. Pretty much. All right, add to stage.
Let me know if that works for you.
Where did you send?
I sent it in the Twitter group message.
Okay, perfect.
It's
I have one more
in
to
the He has a fracture at T10. It's in the vertebrae of his spine. It's not the
As
long
opposed
bones.
to the rib of
it's
his
not the bones
spine?
that he would be able to move and other people would generally come into contact with. It's literally in his spine. The same with the broken ribs. Collagen's throughout your whole body. He's not bumping up against the walls and people and breaking the long bones and the things that people are in contact with. These are very specific injuries.
All right. That did work, Flux, and I can see it, so that's good. And
Beautiful.
I see that oh shit. Don't do that. I see that one of you asked about juror number 1, and I have bad news. From the Kowalski trial, juror number 1 did pass away.
Oh, no.
Oh.
a few, I don't know, it was like last week, I want to say.
Yeah.
And I was told that he was with his wife was with him, and it was peaceful. And yes, our condolences to his wife. Puzzled Puzzler, thanks for the 10. I hear that Bill Nye likes to decorate his moist chocolate birthday cake with a list of square bullet points. It's been a pleasure supporting the Tims and trying to tease Megan.
I'll get the link for the fines.
Get the link for the fines. Put the link for the fines in the chat. Up top it, juror number 1 must be pissed that he went through internet hell just to have this thrown out. Yeah, pretty much. And Patrick 6553, thanks for the 5. Can a letter writing campaign be sent to Agent Bitch from J Hatch about gal fraud in Levy County? That is how I see Agent Bitch getting karma. No, because they're like pseudo public servants, right? So they're not like open to the public commentary. Rob Pate, thanks for the 10. Ugliest first 15 minutes since coverage began, and that's saying a lot. Did you guys take 15 minutes of obligatory bullshit or tech problems? But yay, we have this wonderful, intelligent, and caring lawyer I've ever seen on YouTube. Oh, you know what? You know why I might not be able to see them? These might be from last time that I didn't get to.
Yeah, because that said 11:06. It's not even.
It did.
How do we see them? How
But
do
how-
we see them?
How are
though?
you?
Yeah,
See,
how are we
StreamYard
seeing-
is all messed up. I'm telling you, it's all messed up. I don't know why, but I saw them too earlier. And, it could be because this studio is a reoccurring studio. So maybe that's like a glitch they haven't figured out to clear out the super chats from last week's stream. That could be it. All right.
Interesting.
All of that for nothing.
But you
Okay.
still can't see them though.
No, but that's probably because it finally updated and did clear them out because they were from last time. They were from last stream.
Specific for abuse.
Megan, real quick.
I do have the burden of
Yeah.
proof in this case.
While you were doing that, she stated that this alleged fracture on his spine, which doesn't come in contact with people, he's not banging up against the wall. That is such a stretch. Like when you carry a newborn, are we not touching their spine? Are we not touching their ribs? When you're nursing your baby or feeding your baby, are you not cradling their spine and their ribs? She acts like no one, like it can't come in contact with the human world. When you're putting them in their bassinet,
Resting
in their car
against
seat.
the car seat, isn't it resting against that? Isn't
Like,
it?
she's-
I mean,
it's just
so again, can I please point out the PowerPoint that's happening on the screen?
Also, wasn't their idea that Brady or Carrie was squeezing him hard and then was trying to get the lid off the pickle jar, so then scrunched him into a hard surface? And so she's over here like, none of these are real
It's
legitimate
the only
claims.
way that we touch ribs or the spine of our baby is when we slam them down. We
Yeah,
don't
that's
cradle them
ridiculous.
or hold them or put them in their car seat or bathe them. She's so stupid.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Who would buy that? Who would buy that?
I don't know, but I'm loving her PowerPoint. It just looks so
It really
frenetic
is.
and
Like,
stupid.
It does look like something I would make and be really proud of myself for. Like, you guys, I just made a new thing on Canva.
And like,
I mean, it's so bad.
this is worse than like when I was in school for this type of stuff. Like this would have got a 2.
It's a
As a
state
grade.
of Georgia thing because they do this for the Hernandez trial. They do a PowerPoint in Forsyth County,
Like
and it's just as bad.
Don't-
It's like,
shh,
what are you
don't
guys
tell them.
doing?
Don't tell them how bad it is. Maybe they'll
Let
keep
them
doing
keep going.
it.
The state has to prove this case not beyond a shadow of a doubt. That is not the standard. That's a phrase that people have used, but that is not the standard that we're held to. The state doesn't have to prove this case beyond all doubt. That is not the standard. In fact, the judge will specifically tell you, I do not have to prove this case beyond all doubt.
Just reasonable
It's not
doubt.
mathematical certainty. That is not the standard that I'm held to. The standard
What
that
is
the
a
state
standard
is
you're
held
held
to is
to?
a standard called beyond
Question
a
for a
reasonable
friend.
doubt.
I can't wait for her to
Reasonable
explain
doubt
this.
is a doubt of a fair-minded, impartial juror that is honestly seeking the truth.
Well, in that case, you're scrunched because you didn't get. There's all kinds of reasonable doubt. I could drive a truck through the reasonable doubt in this trial. Literally drive a semi through it. That's how much there
stuck.
is.
Not one thing they've said, even remotely stuck.
I just want them to explain what's like the actual method of squunching. Like just legitimately show me the situation in which this is a reality. Like for me, it's the injury thing. Like with John O'Keefe and the car hitting him, like in no universe could I get to where a car hit him. It just did not match up with the injuries. If you squunch a baby, how you say it's gonna be squunched, it's gonna have other injuries as well. Like, what do you mean?
When they jammed the baby in the X-ray device, did they manipulate his spine? Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Very possible.
I mean, this whole thing, look at the PowerPoint again. Not beyond a shadow of a doubt. She needs these. She needs these as her talking points.
So sad.
Well, you know, when your case is, hey guys, I don't have to tell you like how this happened, but believe me, bro.
Believe me, bro, it totally did.
Honestly seeking the truth. The truth is borne out by the evidence.
This
And what
bitch hasn't visited the truth in 80 years.
Mr.
Look at that
Hood
hair dye.
pretty much laid out what evidence is. It's direct or it's circumstantial. Direct evidence is eyewitness testimony.
Which we
That
don't
is,
have.
I saw something happen. Like little in the back seat saying, I'm sitting in the back seat and I see Brady reach behind and do an aggressive act against Jameson, and he watched it happen and he feels bad about what he saw. And it's affected him 3 years later when he's sitting on the stand talking about what he saw.
Wait.
Whoa, they put what?
Wait.
This is when they put the minor child, the 10-year-old, on the stand, Brady's son, and it was disgusting, you guys. It was agreed by everybody not to put him on camera.
Good.
Yes, which was the right choice because it's disgusting to do that. And they had Whitney Law is the one who questioned him. And, you know, she stood real close to him and he knew exactly where to go. This little boy was definitely kind of rehearsed ahead of time, you know, like a pawn in their game. He knew where to sit. He knew where to go. What he described happening is I'm in the driver's seat, which was Brady in the driver's seat, and he turned to get baby Jameson, who's in his car seat behind him, and lifted the baby up. Now, the child said that he lifted him up by his finger. That Brady... That's
not even possible.
And there were no broken fingers. There were no broken fingers. But this is how the child... Now, remember, he was 6 when this happened. You're talking about 3 years ago. And Carrie was in a store, and he testified that Brady turned around and picked the baby up by his finger to put the baby in his lap. So I don't know if this was something that the little boy went and told his mom, and the mom helped the DA help them construct this story. I have no idea, but they just used it against them. He turned and grabbed the baby, put him in his lap because Jameson was crying in the back seat.
You would think that they would have coached him to say something more believable than picked him up by his finger.
Right?
Something that broke his spine. It's really weird.
By his finger, not fingers.
No.
Finger.
No. By his finger.
Like, I'm just gonna pick up a whole baby by its finger.
A whole baby by what? A baby
finger.
finger, like a tiny little baby finger.
Yeah.
I mean, if Brady had done that,
wouldn't the finger be dislocated?
I mean, it would be
elbow dislocated.
Yeah. I mean, I could see my son saying something like this because my husband has really big hands. So probably you could lift that entire baby with your fingers.
You're asking an almost 10-year-old to describe what he saw when he was 6, right?
Yeah,
so it of course, however he saw that, however he viewed that.
Okay, they're making shit up. They're making shit up.
Yeah.
Just check off. They're making shit up. Yeah. And also, you can check off for fuck's sake, or
to
whatever.
Put a child. First of all, they used him as an eyewitness to something that wasn't even any of the alleged injuries, right?
Right.
Like this didn't have to do with the face, under the tongue, not the spine. They didn't claim any of this. This was not an eyewitness. To put a child on the stand, I feel like I would have become unglued if somebody called my little boy up on the stand. Like that is just so sick to do, that the state would allow that.
But also that his mother allowed it is not cool either.
Yes,
No.
I agree with that. You're painting his father with a horrible brush, and that is so gross to put a
Right.
child in that situation. So uncalled for.
So uncalled for.
And didn't help the state at all. I mean, it absolutely made no sense. This poor little boy, it made no sense. He's just remembering a one time this, and somebody helped him fabricate some kind of nonsense into that story, and it didn't even work out.
And it didn't even make sense.
No.
Who the hell? What adult is going to believe that a baby can be picked up by one finger?
Thumbs. I wonder if it was his thumbs. She might say in here. Either way, it was either
Thumbs.
finger
Oh my
or thumb.
God.
I mean, that doesn't make it any better.
We have a couple of super tips. Let's see if this works, if StreamYard lets me do this today. Rozilla's Realm, thanks for the 5.
See a journalist completely lose it with laughter. Derailed on a YouTube law chat board near you. Yes, it's that Megan Fox, the giggle queen.
I could use
I'm the
some of that
best.
laughter.
See a journalist completely lose it with
Best.
laughter.
That's funny. Lady Tammy, thanks for the $16.
Minimum wage in my state is currently $16.66. So here is your first hour.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you
Nice.
very much.
Nice.
I got minimum wage. We only have a little bit to go to get to medium. Vice baby, thanks for the 5.
Am lurking at work. But I want to say YouTube is late and gay with the notification. Also, what a wonderful panel and chat.
Okay, I do have to admit that was my fault because as Flux pointed out to me 5 minutes before the stream, Meg, the stream is scheduled for next Monday. And that was 5 minutes before the stream. So I was like, oh, shit. And I had to go and reschedule the day. And so that's why the notifications went out late. That was fully my
Can't
fault.
blame YouTube for that.
Nope. That was
No.
fully my fault. Fully mine. All right, here we go.
His dad.
Oh, also, check off what a bitch if you have it on your bingo card.
Yeah.
And the demeanor he had when he's talking about playing ball and doing all those fun things, and the demeanor he had when he started describing what he saw his daddy do to his little brother and how his little brother had just been crying. He was just crying. He's a baby. And what he saw his daddy do, that is direct evidence. Is the state saying that that's the act that broke
Fabricated
the
evidence.
ribs and that's the act that caused the compression injury? No, we're not.
No,
What
they're
he
not.
describes as being, I think, from his viewpoint, it looked like he jerked him by the thumb and flung him to the front
The
seat.
thumb?
He
But
was like,
okay, so it was the thumbs. My bad. I'm sorry. It
Okay,
wasn't fingers. It's thumbs.
Still, jerked him by his thumb with a closed fist, a big man hand on a baby thumb.
How
and
would
you
you
can pick
even
up a baby? How would you
that?
even do
You
that?
can't do that even if you wanted to do that. You can't
Now,
do
you
that.
know what might have looked bad to a little kid is if he had, because of the angle, if you're I'm thinking about reaching around from this way and it being hard to grab the baby, he
Mhm,
may have reached under his shoulder and
mhm.
picked up the baby by one arm, the shoulder, under here, to swing him around and get him out of that car seat. I've
Yeah.
done that before.
Oh, I've done that many
Oh,
a
yeah.
times.
Rob goes, I am literally laughing out loud right now, thinking of her looking at the juror with his back turned to her.
yes.
Yeah, we have to
Yeah.
remember to set the scene because she was staring at the jury during the other attorney's closing statements. So one of the jurors who had enough of her shit, as soon as she got up to talk, literally swiveled his chair away
Yeah,
from
he
her.
was on the end too. So he's on the end in the back row, and he's just like this, like looking at ceiling
checking out the
cats. and-
ceiling cats.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like,
Great
what's
time for
happening?
ceiling cats.
Yes.
And what she just said was at a ballpark when it's so stupid, you guys, how you can take something, and they were watching the little boy play baseball, and Brady gave him constructive criticism, like something like a father would do, like,
Yeah.
really good job, next time try this, like whatever it was. And they took this like, Brady was an uncaring, rude father who wasn't proud of his son at all. I've been around Brady a lot, you guys. My kids, I FaceTime with Carrie a lot. Brady's there. My kids love Brady. My son loves to hang out with Brady when we're all together. He's a cool, fun guy who I would never be concerned with around my kids. So whatever he said to his own son that day was good fatherly advice, like something you would expect. And they take
kids take stuff wrong all the time.
See, and I don't think it was the child. I think it's the mother. I think it's the mother who turned this, and because she's known for doing that, unfortunately. So it's just
they had a messy divorce.
Yeah, it's a negative situation, unfortunately, and you're dragging a little innocent boy through it.
I mean, heck, my son is 11 and he still misunderstands when I say things to him like about trying hard at school.
Right.
He'll turn that around and be like, you won't love me if I don't get good grades. And I'm like,
you're not proud
that
of
is
me.
not what, you're not proud of me. I'm not a good student. And I'm like, that's literally not what I said at all.
Right.
I said, we try our best and C's are good
and
enough.
imagine you
but
have
D's are not. Okay.
Imagine you having a negative parent in his ear. So was Daddy rude to you today? So, what he said, that's so mean. I can't believe Daddy said that to you. I mean,
right. I mean, imagine when kids will twist things in their own minds anyway to be negative if that's the way they think.
Yeah.
If you have a parent like solidifying that, if you have a parent saying, yes, you're correct in that, instead of saying, no, honey, Daddy didn't mean that. That's not what he meant when he said that.
Yes.
Of course you're going to have that. You're going to have kids are going to misunderstand.
So mad. It's so irritating to know people use kids this way. That's real abuse. Like the state using this little boy, that's abuse.
That shouldn't have even been allowed, that testimony. How was that even allowed? Was that little boy forensically interviewed by like a child psychologist?
Oh yeah,
to get that out of him,
and it was ridiculous. It was a ridiculous situation.
Was it filmed?
Yeah,
was it filmed?
Mm-hmm.
Did the defense have access to that film?
Yeah, because Carrie has seen it. She's talked about it. I've never watched it. I don't want to watch stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
Watching Aria really.
Yeah, Aria. They did that in Aria's too, where they put things in her head at 3. Or
gave her a toy and then took the toy. Like when you say the right thing, you can have.
Yeah, we get the toy back. Yeah, it's sick. And they also took something she said completely out of context, didn't they? Didn't they take
Emma when Emma has gas? My daddy does this, and the lady was like, Emma had a gash.
A gash,
like,
right?
She literally puts words
in her mouth. She didn't say gash. She said gas.
Sick, you guys. It's really horrible to watch.
Upset because the baby was crying. And we already heard from multiple experts.
Megan hates prosecutor. Check it off. Check it off.
Everyone hates the prosecutor.
Everyone hates her. Check it off.
Here she goes. She's
in a slamming.
Squunching.
Oh, we're doing the squunching.
Multiple experts that the ribs broke from squeezing and a slamming.
Squeezing and a slamming. A squeezing and a slamming. It's a squeezing and a slamming now, folks.
Well, that sounds like a good date night.
Kidding me.
Oh my gosh.
A fun date night, did you say? Honey, you want to go for a squeezing and a slamming?
A squeeze. Forget Netflix and chill. Squeeze and slam. Brought to you from Georgia.
Oh my God.
It's a squeezing and a slamming.
And she's talking about a baby, and we just drop the G and go full Appalachia. I love it.
I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try that on my husband tonight. I'm gonna be like, "Hey, you want to go for a squeezing and a slamming? See what he says."
Mr. Mo is gonna be like, are we going to the ER after this? Does any of this involve roller skates?
A squeezing and a slamming. This woman is so
stupid.
She is so hateable. She has such a punchable face. I'm sorry, but she does. She's hateable. By the way,
she
Jennifer,
definitely makes you want to choose violence.
Yeah.
Okay, Flux chooses violence. Check it off. I don't have
All
any
day.
of these. I don't have any of these on my card. God darn it. I'm going to go ahead and call Osteogenesis Imperfecta, though, since we talked about the birds.
Yes.
Megan hates prosecutor. Okay, I have that one. All right, that's the only one
All
I
right,
have.
let's get Agra the trash Muppet done with so we don't have to hear her anymore.
Fine.
But it's direct evidence of how Brady Timms acted around Jameson Timms when he was upset about Jameson's crying and Carrie's not around.
Then why is Carrie being
Direct
convicted?
evidence is also the x-rays. I told you you could pick up the x-rays in this particular case because they're going
But
back
do they
with
have
you.
the stickers so we know where they
6GG.
are?
You can see the 3 broken ribs. You can see the calluses around them and the little bulbs at the end of it. That is direct evidence that on this day,
Where's the arrows? I need the arrows.
I know.
this child has healed from
Seriously.
broken ribs.
Couldn't we
The
have
state
gone
would
to a
also
real
say, yeah.
Kinko's? Like you went to Walmart and got like not even a 4x6. You got like a 3x12.5. Like we didn't even take good pictures.
I know.
Well, and nobody
Small.
disputes that there were broken ribs. This is direct evidence he had broken ribs. Well, that's not in dispute. What's in dispute is how they got that way.
Exactly.
So why are we even discussing this?
That 5AA, that December picture that's so important, is direct evidence that on that day, there are no broken ribs.
Oh,
The state would
she
also
thinks she's
submit
Matlock.
that 5B, that November skeletal survey, is direct evidence that on that day, there are no
She
broken
thinks
ribs.
she's Matlock. She's more
Direct evidence.
Metamucil.
Circumstantial evidence is very much what Mr. Hood says. I can go out in the rain and get all wet. That's direct evidence. I watched it hit me.
Go out in
But
the
it-
rain?
Why is she doing this colloquial speaking now all of a sudden? She's like Hillary Clinton. I got hot sauce in my purse. She's like, she think now that she's speaking to the jury, she's suddenly down home, Nana.
She's on their
Nana Ma-
level. Yeah.
Like what?
Mhm.
Megan,
Carla
she's trying to
Sue?
She's trying to speak to the bus stop people.
She's
she took
speaking
Ben
to the bus stop
Shapiro's
people. She's
speaking to bus
She's
stop
all,
people.
we got a squunching and a slamming, and we just y'all just listen up good now. You hear me, honey? We're gonna put 4 sticks of butter in here. 4 sticks.
When she was staring her down, she must have got like really Southern vibes. And so she's going with that.
She's going. This is like what happens when every politician, usually Democrats, go on a tour, to speak to black people, and they go to the black church, and suddenly they're black preachers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like Hillary
Don't
Clinton.
forget their
I
hot
carry
sauce in
hot
their-
sauce in my purse. I ain't in no ways tired. Remember that? Like she literally said that. That's my best impression ever, by the way. I'm really good at
Yes.
that.
Oh,
Hillary Clinton, literally, I ain't in no ways tired. But we know you're from Illinois, Hillary.
Ma'am.
Ma'am, you sound like me.
Please.
We're both from Chicago. You know you don't talk like this.
No.
She ain't in no ways. I ain't in no ways tired. Oh God, that woman. They all do it. They all do it. And this woman's doing it too. I'm ready for her to pull some hot sauce out of her purse.
if she brings out chicken and waffles, I'm dead.
Mhm.
It's also going to bed at night and waking up in the morning and seeing the puddles all over and saying, it's rain. Circumstantial evidence is just as good as direct evidence. Because all of
arguable.
our murders,
If there's puddles on the ground and you're in San Francisco, it ain't rain. I'm just saying from experience. I have been to San Francisco and the puddles on the ground ain't rainwater, ma'am. Just saying. Just saying.
are circumstantial evidence. Our victims can't talk. All of our cruelty cases on our infants and toddlers are circumstantial evidence because they can't talk. But the evidence itself is just as good and just as strong as direct evidence.
No, it isn't.
Mm.
It's absolutely bullshit, is
If
what
there
it
has
I
is.
want to
an
go over
investigation
a timeline with you
done.
because I think in this particular case, the timeline gives you
Oh my
a
God,
really
Chad.
good picture.
Shut up. You did not just do this. Who did this? Is this JKD? Who did this? Who did this? I want to give you the proper credit. Oh, why can't now my mouse is broken. I am having a real difficulty here. Let me, for fuck's sake, come on, mouse, work. All right, there we go.
The
Whoever
mouse
did
isn't
this-
always tired.
My mouse isn't always tired. Look at that. Look at this. It's now for a squeezing and a slapping. Hee-haw.
And squinch your
My
partner
God.
to
Look
the
at
right, roll them down, and squinch them twice.
How did they get the court people in the hoedown costumes? This is fantastic. This is the
How
funniest.
did they do this so fast?
I don't know.
Cornfield Court.
JPD, you are a master. You are a master. You deserve a raise, even though I'm not
Yes.
paying you anything. If I
Oh.
were paying you something, I would be giving you a raise right now. This is
Oh my gosh.
quality work right here.
Georgia
In
court
fact,
system.
It's so good. I'm going to try and upload it to my backgrounds on Streamyard, and that's what we're going to use today. How do I do that? I'm doing it right now. Where's my backgrounds? Let's see. Let's add it. Add files. Oh my God, is that funny? Please work.
I like this outfit better than her other outfits, actually.
I was about to say, she actually looks personable in this
Yeah,
outfit. Like, she
yeah.
looks like a real human
Look at the
that you wouldn't.
chicken.
She looks way better wearing this. This is what she should be wearing like all the time.
Ma'am,
'cause she looks way
embrace the
better.
gingham. Embrace all the gingham.
She looks good like this.
Yeah.
Why won't it let me? Okay, I just deleted like 6 different backgrounds to upload one new one, and it won't let me do it. Is anybody else having this problem with StreamYard where it's pretending like you have more shit in there than you do? It's really driving me crazy, StreamYard. This happened to Tug the other night too, and we were flipping out.
Ooh.
All right, there we go. All right, now I got it. That's our new background. That's our new background. We have the we have the I love it. There we go. Now for a squeezing and a slapping or a slamming. I think it was supposed to be slamming, but I'll take slapping. I'll allow it. Oh my God, is that funny?
Of what was going on in the home and the circumstances that led up to Jameson being abused in that home. Jameson was born on October the 8th of 2021. When he was born, multiple experts have testified it was uncomplicated, normal vaginal delivery. And he was 37 weeks when he was born, which means you are a little premature. 38 weeks, one of the doctors said would have been normal. I think some people go up to 39 weeks would be normal. 36, earlier than 36 would be a preemie. But he was healthy.
No, that's not how any of this works.
I have to ask, Jennifer, when the child's testimony was discussed, there must have been a motion in limine to exclude the child's testimony. Do you remember why the judge decided to allow it in?
No, that's what I was thinking earlier when I asked you, because I'm not sure about how that would work. And I don't remember it being discussed in court. So I think it was discussed beforehand.
Probably in a pretrial hearing. So mostly the pretrial hearings, they'll do the motions in limine. That's why I would love to read those actually and get my hands on those documents on the motions that they put in. In fact, we could draft out this coverage by getting the motions. That would be great actually. And the judge's orders. Who has those?
I honestly do not know, but I can.
Oh, I know who has them. Catherine. And you were going to put me in touch with her anyway, right?
Yes, I'm supposed to send you her number and her email because she said
all right,
she'd be
do
happy
that,
to
and
talk
I'll
to.
see if I can talk because she'll have all those answers. So I want to talk to her about the pretrial. I want to talk to her about the pretrial motions and what happened there, and why a child's testimony like that when he was 6 and now he's 10, why that was even allowed in. Because that surprises me. Because Auntie Sue here is a good judge,
right?
And it surprises me that she would allow that. So there had to have been something. There had to be something, some reason why. So we need to figure that out. Sorry, Mo, you were going to say something.
Oh, no, I was just, it does make me wonder because it's not related to any of the injuries that they're trying to bring in. And it kind of goes against their case against Carrie if they're now trying to put everything
That is
on
the
Brady.
part that bothers me so bad with these cases. They'll harp on like one parent and try and paint. It was very obvious to paint Brady during part of this. Then they use the other part to pretend Carrie had postpartum, right? So you can't
so both parents are the abusers? Like
it just
what are the chances of
doesn't make sense.
that? What are the I wonder what are the statistics, I wonder, of child abuse, real cases, by the way, where both parents are involved? I would be surprised if there are many.
Right.
Like that's a real
how does that conversation
thing.
start? Hey, to be honest, the whole reason I wanted kids was so we could hurt them. Oh yeah, me too. I'm on board. Like,
yeah.
Well,
it's weird.
Yeah, or is one more of an active, again, I mean, I would like to see the studies is if more of an active and passive participant versus both parents being active facilitators, because, you know, again,
let's get Sharon Fox on. Let's see if she'll come on and we can ask her lots of questions.
I want to see her award for bestest prosecutor ever in the Tri-County area.
To be fair, we're not sure if that was a best prosecutor or maybe it was worst. Maybe that's why she won. She won the worst prosecutor in the office.
Yeah, it's very.
I believe that.
Look, most child abuse happens in homes where there is substance abuse. So someone is an alcoholic, someone is a drug abuser. That's where that normally happens. The chances of having both parents doing, not that it's unheard of, but it's just not.
Another high statistic Ryan Ralston has, and I'm really bad at remembering statistics, and he's great at it. But another one is if you have a like a step parent or a boyfriend or a girlfriend living in the home.
A boyfriend is a
lot of time,
big one.
You have, I don't know what the statistics are to that, but so you have in these cases for every Georgia family, you have happily married mom and dad,
2 biological parents,
it's
which is very unusual. It really is. It's unusual for them to be criminal child abusers. Statistically speaking, it's usually single parent homes where there's a live-in boyfriend. That statistic is super high.
Why wouldn't they just go after one parent? And thank God they didn't, guys, because the way it worked,
maybe it would have gone differently. Yeah,
but it's like, why don't they just go after one parent?
Don't give them any ideas.
I know it's ridiculous, but.
We don't
want to give them any ideas
then, but then he got to go to Dr. Pickett on October the 18th of 2021 to set up for her to be his pediatrician. And when we got there, she gave him an exam and said he's a normal little baby.
Wait, the reason why they don't go after one parent, I know why it is. It just hit me. Mm-hmm. They go after both of them to increase the chances that they hit it right, that they get a jury to say yes. Because they don't know how it happened. They can't tell you how it happened. So if they only go after one parent, for sure that defense attorney is going to be like, what about the other parent?
Yeah. And as time goes on, something might come up that they're like, oh, we could use that. Which is why sometimes one parent is arrested first, right? Mm-hmm. And then months later or a year later in the Sullivan case, then the other parent is arrested.
Mm-hmm. Well, and they're probably looking to get one of the parents to turn. I'm sure the pressure was immense on Carrie. Like, hey, just point the finger at Brady. You could have your baby
for sure.
back.
And by their own attorneys, not Catherine and Jason, but previous attorneys. Yeah. I talked to some for the Hernandez case. I was helping them look for attorneys. And I mean, one guy who's known well here, he was like, you're going to have to pick one because one's going to prison. Both are not staying out of prison. One needs to throw the other.
I remember that when you guys were going through that. That is so usual though, because especially in DCF cases, sometimes that's the only way you can save your kid from DCF is to be like, okay, I'll leave him and I'll take the baby with me. I'll leave him while you do your investigation. And they break up families. They'll even tell you, you have to leave him. You have to move out. He has to move out.
Yeah.
So they will break up Rachel Bruno. That's how they saved their babies. Her husband was out of town when the incident occurred with her baby, where the nanny hurt the baby. And then they charged Rachel with it. Well, because her husband was out of town, her attorney advised her, you need to move out of the house immediately and I can keep your babies at home with your husband, but you have to get out. She had to go live on the couch of her pastor's house for months. Literally months, move out of her house, breaking up a marriage, breaking up a family. Luckily, they're still together. But I mean, what a terrible thing. But that's what her attorney suggested she do. And he was right. They had no excuse then to take those kids out of the house because dad was demonstrably not in town. He was literally on a plane somewhere else. Right. So they couldn't blame it on him. That's the only reason why why her kids got to stay at home.
His head's normal. All his bodily functions are normal. All his the things that she tests for, the heart, ears, nose, throat, all the different things she did, normal, 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 normal. They wanted him circumcised. She asked some special questions. Have you had a family history of bleeding? No. Why is that important? Well, because if he had a family history of bleeding, I don't want to do that in my office. I could still do it, but we'd need to do that in the hospital. And she did the circumcision, and it went just fine. Just minimal bleeding. He didn't bleed out all over the place. His little veins didn't collapse. He had exactly what she.
Who says these kind of things about a baby with like a straight face? Like, he didn't bleed out. He didn't, like, you know,
Right.
explode.
His little old veins didn't collapse. Like, I'm so sick
Because
of
no
her
one
sick
said
her
he had
fake
hemophilia.
accent.
You freaking
Right. The stuff
limerick.
she's saying, nobody questioned.
Nobody said that he did.
Right?
Again, they're just making shit up.
On October the 28th of 2021, they were back at Dr. Pickett's office. And on that date, their concerns were some feeding problems, that he was a fussy infant, that he had a little bit of gas. They'd changed him from breastfeeding to formula. She noted that his circumcision was well healed and that he had a normal exam. On November the 18th of 2021, he's back at Dr. Pickett's office. Dr. Pickett said, well, I wasn't the one that examined him that day, but I know he was there and I did go in and look at him. There was a claim that the bruises had come up overnight, or the night before rather, and that they were actually darker the night before. She called him a pattern bruise. When they're in her office, she thought there seemed to be some pattern to it. But she was concerned. There was no bleeding disorders in the family, but she was concerned that there might be an underlying medical cause for the problems in this case, and asked that they go to Erlanger Hospital, which they did. When they got to Erlanger Hospital, there were no broken ribs. The 10T was measured at 8 millimeters high. As I indicated, no metabolic bone disease, and they did a workup on him, and eventually he was discharged from the hospital in November, which is why that November date's so important. They were given some specific instructions, but they didn't follow them. They're mad at Erlanger because he lost some blood, and they were asked to go to Rome and get some blood so they could finish all the testing. We know that they didn't do that because.
Was this before or after Erlanger lost all the blood work?
Yeah, this is afterwards. So the way she says it is like they're mad at Erlanger because they lost blood. Abusers wouldn't be mad for not getting all of the answers. Like, does she not realize how stupid that sounds?
And
Also,
she's acting
I
like
don't think
she really caught them in something, and it's
Yeah,
like
they did something.
I don't think this
stupid.
means what you think it means. Like she.
Who does a timeline like this? We've got it going down to the.
Oh yeah, look at the PowerPoint. Look at the PowerPoint.
Timelines go horizontally. They're usually to deconfuse times.
Yeah,
You know,
there's
like
no reason to do
linear.
that.
All of their PowerPoint cards are confusing though, by design, I'm sure.
It's like the human
Linford,
centipede.
thanks for the £10. They said for my acquaintance in the UK that she was mentally unstable and left the kids with her boyfriend, and he roughly manhandled the baby, and they played them off against each other. Yeah, that's what they do. That is what they do. Anna Strand, by the way, I wanted to mention this, said, I wanted to share that Netflix just released a documentary called Marines. My son's unit was filmed for this, along with several others. So if you can, please watch it. So everybody
Nice.
put that on your watch list
Nice.
for later. And Liz Bird, member for 7 months, says that PowerPoint equals new design for wall of recusal or similar tick-off chart for anti-H ecosystem files. That's funny. Oh, God. Yeah, the PowerPoint, man. The PowerPoint is so bad.
when they went to Dr. Pickett on December the 9th, they hadn't done it, and she reprinted the request to go over there and get the blood done. The perception and the image the defense wants you to have is that this is a family that is concerned about their child, and they're doing everything that they're told because they want answers. But when it comes to the November incident, they never got the blood work done that they needed to finish the answers for the November incident. They didn't do it when Erlanger asked them to. They didn't do it when Dr. Pick.
Right.
She
Oh.
has gone well beyond any evidence that they have had ample opportunity to introduce during the course of this trial, which they have not introduced any of these witnesses from Erlanger who they say are going to testify to what she is mentioning in her closing arguments.
Your Honor, I'm commenting on facts already in. This is the second time they've interjected, and I didn't like everything she said, but I wasn't objecting what she said. We're allowed to comment on the facts and evidence, and that's a fact Dr. Pickett testified to, which is why she reprinted.
Look at the
order to
judge's
go do it
face.
again.
Let me see you at the bench.
Oh, sidebar. Not on the bingo
Dr.
card.
Pickett testified that she
So wait, what was this about? What was she pissed off about?
Because she is talking about Erlanger, who at Erlanger told Carrie and Brady to go get this done.
Yeah, right.
They didn't
We don't
call
even know-
anybody in. Yeah, it's like
They
who-
never called anybody from Erlanger. We never heard Garcia. We never heard from anybody from there.
just the geneticist and the
Yeah.
radiologist that never even
they
saw
had,
Jameson.
and she's right. Catherine is right. They had plenty of opportunities. She was grilling those doctors. Who did this? Who
Right.
signed off on this? Who is it? I don't know. It wasn't me. It was, remember the Spider-Man meme?
Yeah.
I mean,
here she
Spider-Man
is
meme. You can
there-
check it off.
when she said the defense is trying to paint this picture like it's a loving couple looking for answers for their son. It's like, yup. And she says,
Yup.
in reality, that's not what happened because they didn't go get more blood work done.
Oh,
Why
that's
would they go and
ridiculous.
get more blood work done from a hospital who lost the
That
blood?
lost the first
Yeah,
sample.
they-
Why would
and couldn't
did they?
clean
They
their
probably had to pay
rooms.
for it too.
Yeah,
and
right.
it was a dirty hospital.
Yeah, it's like, no, thank
Jeez.
you.
Yeah.
And what about when she says, there's a lot of things that Catherine said that I didn't like and I didn't interrupt her. It's like, lady, just because you suck as a lawyer doesn't mean Catherine has to.
I know
She gets
that's
to object.
yeah. It's like my kid saying
Exactly.
he hurt my feelings, and I'm like, well, he's not touching you. Both of you go to opposite corners of the room.
She points that little finger. I never interrupted them. God.
She's
I
so
would have
mad. It's
loved to know
hilarious.
what the judge. I would have loved to know what the judge said. Look at this.
That's how Bo and Duke went to prison.
Thank you for not putting her in Daisy Dukes. Thank you.
Yeah,
you.
right. I mean, yeah.
Oh,
it's,
oh yes. Don't put that thought into chat's brain because now they're gonna do it.
I know. This
Fair
is still my
point. We are
favorite.
getting
though.
the shortest of shorts.
I
on
like.
this
Did you
woman now.
notice this sign on the podium that says Cornfield Court? Spelled wrong. KOURT.
Good old Georgia.
Oh goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love it so much. I
Wow.
love it. I love it. All right. Oh,
she had to reprint the request for Floyd Hospital's blood work, and that when she followed up on it, the
wait,
Tim
who?
request for
Who did?
Dr. Pickett testified that she had to reprint the request for Floyd Hospital's blood work, and that when she
Because
followed
they
up
lost
on
it.
the Tims had not taken the baby to have that blood work done.
You know, I just want to point out that I have had an order sitting out there for my daughter to get a blood test. I still haven't taken her for it. It's probably been about 4 months or 5 months since it's been out there because I have forgotten. Like
Well-
every time I think about it, the lab's closed. And then it's like, you know, and it's not, sometimes it's just because you're busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Mhm.
you don't want to do it and you are the parent and you don't have to do it. How about that
And you
one?
don't have to. How about not sticking my baby a second time for you to just lose the results again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
The state would submit that they did not try to do everything they could to get answers for the baby situation. And my question is, if that is your argument now, why not? In addition to appearing there in December,
God, I hate her.
Yeah.
Really
there were
quick.
some other
The
things going on
podium
in the
is
home at that
almost
time.
lined up, so it
Number
almost
one.
looks like she's actually wearing that dress. Like the video lined up with a picture behind.
It does. Look, it looks like she's wearing a skirt.
It's like almost lined up perfectly. And the hat,
Yes.
like if it was just down a little bit.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Witnesses have testified that Jameson was a colicky baby. A colicky baby cries a lot. When people are pregnant and they're expecting their baby, you have a vision of what you think life's going to be like with your new baby. Most people don't envision the baby crying a lot and not being able to make that baby stop crying because they're colicky. In this situation, she was able to spend the first 8
That
weeks
is so sick.
on
man.
maternity leave with her baby and went back to work at the beginning of December and was fortunate enough to work from home. When they went in December the 8th to Erlanger, as I already indicated, which is our next big date, there were no broken ribs, no metabolic bone disease, nothing wrong with the baby. On December the 9th, the very next day, both Brady Timms and Carrie Timms took the baby to Dr. Sarah Pickett's office. They had concerns for colic and were getting vaccines. The baby is still crying all this time out that they are going to their pediatrician and saying, basically, we have concerns. This baby is crying and crying. It was at that point, as I mentioned, that an order was printed for them to continue to do the hematology workup. And the next time Dr. Pickett sees Jameson is going to be on January 12th. The state wants to go back and address again in this time frame. Because what we have is a baby that cries. He cries a lot. People handle crying babies differently. Some people, like Ms. who testified, she said, crying babies don't bother me. Some people it does. What described is a very aggressive act by a grown man on a little baby that had to have occurred while Jameson was under 3 months old. Because after
What was
Jameson,
described is an impossible act.
Yes.
That
Right,
couldn't
would
have
caused
happened.
shoulder. It would have caused
What a C
shoulder
word.
issues.
What is C word?
Can we
Yeah.
get
Check it off.
unfucking real?
Unfucking
Yes.
real, yes.
Because like this is just fucking bullshit. Like
We're going back to the
are you
thumbs.
kidding me?
We're going back to the thumbs. Really? Really? Come
I thought
on.
we established it was a squunchin' and a slammin'.
Yeah,
now
a
it's
squunchin'
now
and
it's the
Now
The
it's
woman
on my
called
finger.
thumb hammer throw of the baby that is
The thumb hammer throw.
Like
The hell?
She's so gross. Like,
also
what kind
no
of
offense,
thoughts are
but
in
my
your head?
6-year-olds say a lot. I'm not going to indict someone on what a 6-year-old says.
Yes.
Especially
God,
when it
6-year-olds.
doesn't line up with the injuries. Like, it does
Yeah.
not line up.
Like I'm pretty sure if you ask a 6-year-old, they say like a lady with wings comes and takes their teeth in the middle of the night and then they just get money.
Right.
Like,
Yes.
does that mean it's real?
Right.
Perception and children, it's different.
And it makes me angry because this is like, you know, she's stretching. You know that these DAs know that this is complete and utter nonsense. And they still go so hardcore after this family, even though they have nothing. And that should irritate and scare everyone because they had nothing and they still went after, grasping at literal straws in every direction they can come up with. It's just so crazy to me.
Stupid. This is so stupid. The whole thing is
3
stupid.
months old.
Also, I'm sorry to
Brady
everybody in
Timms
the
is not
chat
alone.
that now is aware that the tooth fairy isn't real. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Full
chat.
Storm is having a meltdown right now.
All
How
right, guys.
dare you? How dare you? What do you next thing you're gonna be saying Santa's not real? I mean, it's almost Christmas, Flux. How can you do this?
Oh,
You know, I
Would
got in trouble
Jameson
for
Timms.
telling my neighbor that when we were 8.
Oh yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how my son was so different than my daughters though. My daughters like cried for weeks after finding out, and my son comes to me just like, I don't know, right before Halloween, and he's like, you know, I know that Santa's not real, right? And I'm like, oh, okay. He's like, basically, so can we cut the shit? That's basically the attitude I got. Like, can we cut the shit now?
Boys
Like,
really
Because I
do
know. And
figure
I'm like,
things
oh,
out.
cool. Okay. Like, and no emotional outburst, No, I'm sad
Yeah.
about it. No, just like, can you stop? Like,
Can we stop now?
can you stop this now?
Like, I'm not a kid anymore.
Or if you're dyslexic, some of your kids might have for 1 year got all of their presents from Satan and not Santa. Again, it was 3 a.m. and I was tired.
They're like, Mom, why is Satan giving us presents?
Oh my gosh.
I was like, good point.
By the way, I apologize
Wow.
to anyone who is just listening to this without headphones in front of their children. We may have just destroyed Christmas.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Also,
But
don't listen to
Santa.
anything I say because I don't tell the truth about any of these
Yeah,
things. And by the
we're
way,
on
if
the
you
internet.
stop believing in Santa, you don't get Santa presents. So I suggest you continue believing in Santa for as long as possible. I personally believe in Santa and I get Santa gifts.
Absolutely.
So just saying, if you want those gifts to stop, just stop believing.
And what he sees happen and what he told y'all was that Daddy's in the front seat, and that he's in the back seat, and Carrie's not in the vehicle, and that the baby was crying. Well, apparently nothing new because the baby cries a lot. And that his daddy reached back to the back seat and grabbed that baby from his little 6-year-old perspective by the thumb and fling that child to the front
Can
seat.
I just?
This is their whole
That's a
case.
baby?
It's their whole case. He flung the baby by his thumb. It's the hammer throw, Mo. You're right. The hammer thumb throw.
Oh my
All
god.
I'm imagining is
SNL
Matilda.
skit vision in my head. Like, we need to do an SNL skit style sketch for this.
This is
Like,
their
this is
whole
what I'm
case.
envisioning.
So
their
basically,
entire
he just
closing
took him
argument
like
is-
this
Yeah,
and went
like just the thumb.
by the
I need to find a baby doll. We have to reenact this.
Right,
I have
I'm
to
like,
go
we
find
need
a
to
like. How does one hammer throw? This is almost as bad as the one doctor who told the family this baby, this newborn, was drop kicked across the room like a football.
Barbara Knox to the Sullivans.
Barbara
yeah.
Knox. It's almost as ridiculous as that. So now we have drop kicking a newborn and also the hammer thumb throw. What?
Someone needs to make that AI rendering so we can like picture how one grabs.
I don't
the
think an
baby
AI
by
will
its
allow
thumb
it.
and then
Flux, we need Judson Welcher. We need a couple cans of blue paint, and we will figure this out. I need a hatchback, Dodge Metro, and Judson Welcher, some blue paint, and a Cabbage Patch doll, and we will figure
And a
this out.
Cabbage Patch doll.
Oh my god!
Listen, if somebody is psychotic enough to do this to a baby, they aren't just upset because the baby's crying. They have a serious mental illness. Nobody just wakes up one day from a crying baby. I've had lots of babies in my home. I was a newborn photographer for years, lots of foster babies. Nobody ever gets so mad that they want to pick a baby up aggressively. It's already in you. You already have some kind of issue going on. You don't just on a Tuesday morning sitting in a car all of a sudden.
I wouldn't say, I'm sure some people do get to the point where they get, I think that's happened before where
Sure, you get
someone has lost it because of a crying baby, but it's not usual. Everybody knows when you have a baby, they're going to cry, and everyone has heard of what colic is, and that's what all the mom boards are talking about, and which swing is the best one. My sister had to sleep in a swing because as soon as the swing would stop swinging, she would start screaming. Like literally my mother would just have to get up because at the time you had like a
crank
timer. So she'd have to get up every 30 minutes and turn the swing back on. I mean, this is just a thing that mothers have been dealing with since the dawn of time. It's not new.
It's not new. And they never said that this baby cried 24/7. It was like, yes, he was colicky. The way she paints this is like he was the most miserable baby. Then why did her friends testify how happy she was to become a mom when Jameson was born? She loved being a mom. She only went to the doctor
and nobody
once
said
for colic.
Nobody said that she seemed frustrated or overtired or lacking sleep or anything like that.
even went there and saw that he was fine. So it's not like he cried 24/7.
No.
By the way, I had one of those bassinets. This thing was so cool. It was a rocking bassinet that had like these different switches on it. And one of them would vibrate the whole thing like it's in a car. Right, because you know how babies sleep in the
Oh,
car.
yes.
They're like,
Yes.
and I had the most amazing way to get my kid to sleep. I would get a hot water bottle and fill that up with warm water, so it's all toasty warm. Tuck that in under his little blankie with him, and then turn that little vibrating thing on, and it had an automatic rocker and would rock and vibrate at the same. No baby can outlast that. No baby. Every baby you put in that,
Be able to outlast that.
no, any
no.
baby you put in that is like, well, like I'm out. Like it's incredible. So there's all kinds of things for it. That's people make vibrating mattresses for babies so that it feels like a car. Like everybody knows this is a problem.
Right.
And there's all these things to do to combat
And
it.
we've all gotten frustrated with a baby. Like that's not
but
a horrible thing.
you don't do any squunching and a slamming.
No.
And
Good parents walk away, and Brady and
Right.
Carrie, you spend any amount of time with them, they're great parents. Have they ever gotten frustrated with their kids? Come on, man. I get frustrated with my kids all the time, and I love them. Kids are annoying. I mean, it's like it happens. Even babies, you know how to walk away. Everyone listening to this knows they've gotten frustrated. Good parents talk about it. You take him. I'm done with him.
Yep.
Yes.
Or, you know what, I've had this, it's always good advice. I always give this to parents. If you get to that point where you're feeling like overtired and frustrated, it is okay for babies to cry. It
Right.
really is. It's okay for you to put them in their crib, close the door, walk away for a while.
Yes.
It really is. They're going to be okay. They're crying, they're breathing. So that's okay.
Well,
You
remember,
don't-
Brady and Carrie have a good support system. They have his family who lives right up the road. They have good friends. So it's not like they're alone all in the world and had nobody. They have a good support system who was there for them.
Right.
Yeah. And again, we talk about wanting to be a place where moms who feel overwhelmed can come and get support and not to go through motherhood alone. Well, what kind of new mom's going to want to go anywhere when, you're a new mom, maybe you're worried, you go to your doctor and all of a sudden your baby's taken away. I mean,
Don't go to your doctor for help, guys.
Yeah, this chick
Yeah,
is
it's
probably the first
scary.
one that says we need more postpartum support for mothers, but then penalizes mothers and
For
wants
even-
to use
For
the-
even mentioning that I'm frustrated or I'm sad or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's not okay.
turned
It's
against
really not okay. How does an adult large hand only grab a thumb? It's impossible. Again, this is a 6-year-old's memory. A 10-year-old remembering something that he thought he saw when he was 6,
Right.
which clearly is impossible.
He said it made him sad
Mhm.
because Jameson was just a baby and he was just crying. That's what's going on in the home. There's an additional statement you heard, and it was from Carrie Timms to Dr. Pickett. It was stated on January the 12th of 2022 when they were at the doctor's office. Carrie Timms, quote, mother stated that father is sometimes easily frustrated with the infant and that the infant doesn't want to take the bottle from him.
That is
From now on,
frustrating.
he's going to be the person.
Yeah, that's
gives
pretty
Jameson his
frustrating.
bottle.
and it's
And
frustrating.
I don't, and I think
What
Carrie
injury
already
was he
said,
there?
hold on.
At the doctor.
Carrie already said, she didn't say that he got frustrated with the infant.
No.
She said he was frustrated that the baby wouldn't take a bottle from him.
And Carrie
my
was
husband,
saying, "Hey, I'll take over. Like I'll be doing that."
my husband would say the same thing. And there is nothing wrong with that. The babies
No.
do sometimes. My firstborn would not take a bottle to save her life. Like she'd starve. She would not take it. We even bought like this silly kind that looked like a boob.
Yeah.
Literally,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like this big.
Oh, no.
That was
yeah.
we got her to take it like for a couple seconds and then she'd spit it out like, what? I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. You think I'm stupid or something?
Babies are really
That's
smart.
that's not a
Manipulous.
boob. That's not my mom's boob. Like take that
Well,
away.
Yeah.
And
It was awful. She nursed for 2 years. 2 years I couldn't get this kid to stop.
I understand that.
I had to leave town. And I was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going away for the weekend. If she lives, we're done with this. Like you're going to have to just feed her other things. I don't know. And then it worked. I came back and she was used to just taking a cup. She went straight from the boob to the cup because she would not take a bottle.
And some kids don't. And like if you're nursing, sometimes they don't like it even if you pump. I mean, all of my boys were like, again, where is the mom person? You are not the mom person.
You are not mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. No,
Not
baby
the mama,
mama.
not the mama.
She makes this obvious no matter what Carrie had said. It didn't matter. When they go in and they're like, no problems. We don't have any concerns. They're like, they ignored all the obvious signs that he had broken bones. When you bring him in because he's crying, it's like, there they are. They are getting frustrated with the colicky baby. They did this to the Alexanders, who were both convicted 2 years ago, and they went to prison. They took their baby to the doctor, I think it was 9 or 10 times, because he cried so much and they were concerned. And every time they were told, he's just colicky. We'll put him on this. We'll put him on this. Here's what you do. And then when they're there at court, the DA says, how did these parents not know their baby had broken bones? The baby would have been crying. It's like, guys, you just talked about how they brought them to the doctor 9 or 10 times for crying. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter. If they want this narrative to go forward, that's what's going to happen. It doesn't matter what you do or say.
God, I hate these people.
It's office 4. It wasn't the cut under his tongue.
Get your shit together, lady.
Injury that he was there to see Dr. Harbin Pickett for is State's Exhibit. Looks like number 9.
Yeah, the impetigo.
The mark on his face. The mark has been described different ways by different people. Some people have called it a scratch.
Interesting, isn't it?
Some have called it an abrasion.
No one can figure it out.
Dr. Pickett said it had like a skin, like you would skin your knee. But in addition, you heard yesterday that it had an appearance of bruising underneath. You have the exhibit. Take it back and examine it. This is a little baby. Dr. Pickett said this is concerning for abuse because of its location. It's on the fleshy part of the cheek, and there's just one. It's not something the child would have done to himself. When it happened rolling over, it's not consistent with happening on a soft bedding or a mitten. That's why he was.
But is it consistent with rubbing his face
while at the
on the thing on the blanket? Yeah, it is. It is. All it takes is one little scratch from those sharp nails. Then the rubbing of the blanket, you have an infection.
Well, they claim this is force feeding, and she just said there's only one. If you're force feeding, don't you need to grab both sides of the face? Like, how are you force feeding with
one thumb?
So she just,
you guys remember, Brady only goes for one thumb, so it was only.
Yeah,
I mean, what?
Brady is a abuser, but only by thumbs. It's just a thumb abuse.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
I mean, she just debunked her own theory that it's force feeding. How would you do that with one side?
And it's interesting. They never brought this up earlier. Like, this was not something they put anybody on the stand to talk about. Where was that lazy investigator? Check that off the bingo card, by the way. Where was that lazy investigator who said, who didn't do any investigation, and he didn't have anything to say about the thing on his face? How come the investigator didn't have anything to say about that?
Why wouldn't they measure it to see how big it was? Yeah. Measure Brady's thumb. Like, is it consistent? I mean, good grief.
Good grief is right. These people, I swear to God.
Stresses me out so bad.
My anxiety is over the roof.
Yeah.
I have anxiety over the roof.
The tear under the tongue was discovered. State's Exhibit number 1. It is a classic feeding child abuse injury.
Oh, is it? Can we see some other pictures of classic? Can we see? We haven't seen one other picture of this alleged classic child abuse feeding abuse thing. Can we have that?
Yeah, and it's frenulum adjacent, ma'am. The classic frenulum adjacent feeding
it's
injury.
Classic? Is it classic though? Is it? This is just ridiculous. Where are the pictures of all these classic injuries that look just like this?
Did something to Jameson by shoving something in a protected area of his mouth. Your lips protect
As opposed
that
to
part.
his unguarded
Your
mouth?
teeth and gum area protects that part. Your tongue goes over that part. Something has been crammed under the child's tongue to cause this tear.
Like a tongue depressor?
It is not a torn frenulum. We never said it was a torn frenulum. We said it is a cut under the tongue. The cut.
What do you mean? Some
next
of
to
your
the
own,
frenulum.
what is she talking about? Their own witnesses called it a torn frenulum.
Yeah. Until the defense pointed out that the CHOA records claim frenulum intact. Once they read that, it's like, oh crap, that's not going to work.
Crap.
We screwed up.
But their own witnesses called it a torn frenulum, which we screamed about every time they said it.
Yeah, Brown just couldn't get a good picture, remember? It's really hard to get a good picture of a baby under the tongue.
Right. Can't get that
Too
picture.
hard.
Just can't take a picture, but we can tell you that it was torn and now it's not torn.
Take our
Now
word
it's-
for it, guys. Just take our word for
My
it.
Oh my
my
God, I hate
frenulum
her
was
so
torn.
much.
My frenulum wasn't torn.
All right, check off state lies for sure, because that should be checked off. Go ahead and check off my blood pressure meds have stopped working because I'm feeling the rage rising up within me. We all hate prosecutors should be checked off. Appropriate loving parents should be checked off because she said that right before the objection. And the C word. Yeah.
Yes.
Because I hate her. And that's enough.
I mean, you can clearly see it in the picture for yourself. The fact that CHOA later says the frenulum intact, I don't disagree with that. It is intact. The cut is next to it, and you can see it in states.
It's
Exhibit
frenulum
number 1.
adjacent.
You'll have that picture back to look at yourself.
Like we said.
Dr. Brown said when he's in the hospital the next day. Now, this picture is taken on January the 12th.
What did Dr. Brown say?
She
Yes,
sees him
please
on
tell
January 14th for the first time, and she says by that time it's already healing. It doesn't look like States 1 when she testified from the stand. That's much more defined, clear, precise. When I see it, it's already healing because that
But she
part of
couldn't
your
take a
mouth
picture.
heals very quickly.
Yeah.
And you know that, ladies and gentlemen, in the jury, from your own experience of having bitten your tongue or bitten your cheek, it heals quick. In this situation, the state
You
would
are
submit
the scientist.
that there was a crying baby, that he didn't take his bottle well. The state would submit that his little face was grabbed and something was
no.
shoved
She
in his
used
mouth under his
to.
tongue to cause that cut.
She did.
Okay,
And it
okay.
hasn't-
So this is the
Wait.
first time. That's the first time we're actually getting a real
This-
demonstration
all right.
Just
of
came up
what
with it.
happened to the mouth.
Okay,
His bottle
here we
well.
go.
The
Here we go
state would
again.
submit that his little face was grabbed and something was shoved in his mouth under his tongue to
But only one side was bruised or
Grady,
scraped
how
or
did you do that?
scratched. How?
Megan,
How?
Is this
And
a
not only
form of
that-
torture? Because the time that we have to listen to her doesn't seem to be shortening.
And it can, like, from my perspective and my brain, I'm thinking like she's saying that they essentially shoved a bottle into his mouth, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking you have the nipple and then you have like the plastic piece around it. So
Mhm.
I'm thinking you have to shove that plastic piece into the baby's mouth. Like
How does a rubber
What?
nipple or a silicone nipple cut a baby's tongue? Because and you
It's not gonna
can't, and
work.
you're right, you can't get the plastic part in the mouth. It wouldn't fit. It wouldn't get in
You
there.
would have a lot of more serious injuries if that is what happened.
you would have a lot more bruises.
You would have
so much
injuries to
damage.
here, and here. would
Maybe
be
the
completely-
top frenulum, the top.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe
You
there.
couldn't. A silicone nipple is not going to cut anything. Stop it. Stop
I
it.
have no idea what she's even trying. Like, okay,
Wait,
what
they
was
diagnosed
I
it
don't
as
get it.
impetigo and gave them cream for it, says Carrie.
I give
Right.
up.
This is so upsetting.
Why are we here? Like, oh,
What
my
are we
God,
doing
I hate
here?
this.
What
I hate
what is
this
it you say you
prosecutor.
do
I hate
here?
the state of Georgia.
I know.
Yeah. It's really screwed up. It does not make sense at all. Like, how in the world did you go through 3 years of this and indict 2 people on this? Like, how did that happen?
Brady wins the thumb wars. He
Oh,
wins
God.
all thumb wars. 1, 2,
All of them.
3, 4. I declare a thumb war. He's the thumb war champ. Oh,
Yeah.
What
God.
the heck, man? It's
It's so stupid. Okay, JKD Buck, you are going directly into contempt of chat for this meme. We told you not to put this woman in Daisy Dukes.
oh no.
Oh God!
Oh,
see, no.
But look, he blurred it.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome.
He blurred it. JKD,
Thank you.
You are going directly over to the fundraiser and paying a fine right now.
I think
For this.
I think he gets asked for blurring it though, because
Yeah.
the blur does make it that much
I
better.
am still giving him a fine because we told him specifically not to do this. We said don't. And you just had to push the envelope. Flux fell out of her chair.
I love it.
So ridiculous.
Cause that cut.
Oh my
And it has nothing to do with qual 1A2. It has nothing to do with the collagen. It has nothing to do with his genetics. It has nothing to do with his hereditary. It has something to do with his caretaker. And the people responsible didn't care enough about him to not cram something under his tongue when he's crying.
So dramatic.
Shut up, heifer.
That's child abuse. And I'm not going to stand here and apologize for prosecuting
Oh,
child
fuck
abuse.
you.
Oh,
Fuck
screw
you.
you
Oh,
sideways
God.
with a cactus.
You know what? It's
I
funny.
don't remember
She knows.
that.
She knows that she owes an apology. This is the thing that's great. She knows she owes an apology to everyone on that jury, and I'm not going to stand here and apologize for prosecuting child abuse. Oh, so you know you have something to be
Could
sorry
you
horrible
for.
find some?
Horrible human. That's a sick
Mhm.
thing to say. That's just sick.
Mm-hmm. Really terrible.
They're in Dr. Pickett's office. Carrie Timms is tearful and anxious. Dr. Pickett moves an appointment up that was for her so that her associate can directly talk to Carrie Timms and deal with Miss Timms.
Oh, great. Now is
Sarah-
this the Carrie Timms defamation coming up? I can't wait for this.
Oh.
Wes Mbama says, I'm getting ads, Megan. Yes, you're getting ads. They are set to go off every 30 minutes until the medium wage improves. That's all. We're waiting for medium wage. If you want to support the show and you don't want to watch ads anymore, you can send super chats, super tips. Make sure that you share the stream out. That would be great. But if you can't afford to do that, don't. Feed yourself. Do all that first. And hit the like
Yes.
button because that is free. And you can share it out and you can subscribe because that's free. But, we have to keep ads on so that I can, feed my family. But if you want me to
YouTube
turn it
should-
off, we just need more super chats. That's all.
They should
What did
make
YouTube
it
do?
so that if you're a member of the channel, you don't get ads.
Oh, that would
That'd
be
be a
fun.
fun
But no, they
upgrade.
want everyone to pay their $20 a
want-
month thing, which I have to admit is pretty awesome. I don't have to watch ads. It's nice. But then again, Brad put me on his family plan, so I also am not
Nice.
paying for it. God, you gotta
Nice.
love Brad.
Harbin Pickett had to report this
Shoulder of
as
justice.
abuse.
Yes.
She didn't have a choice. That's what being a mandatory reporter is. You heard from mandatory reporters from both sides. Mandatory is exactly what it says. When you suspect abuse, it must be reported. It is out of your hands. It's a crime. If you don't, you must report. Sarah Harbin Pickett reported suspected abuse.
And we're reporting she's losing
And
patience.
DCS found none.
The other thing in connection with Sarah Harbin Pickett, she never got to see Jameson ever again. She was
No
no
shit.
longer the pediatrician.
So what?
Good.
Remember
You know
her?
that because when they were at CHOA, Carrie Timms told Dr. Brown, Dr. Pickett's not going to be our doctor anymore.
I would never
And we
have
know
her
that
as a
because
doctor
Dr.
again.
Ski, pediatrician,
I mean, look at
referred
this face.
Jameson to Dr. Stevens. If you really believe that your child has a medical issue that's been discovered even as a result of child abuse report. Wouldn't you be thankful?
No.
Wouldn't you say, wow,
What?
now
No.
I'm going to get my child the help it needs. We're not going to have problems.
No? What
No,
are you
the hell I
talking
wouldn't.
about?
What does
I'm
that
going to be
mean?
grateful. I'm supposed to be grateful if someone accuses me of child abuse. Fuck you, ma'am. Fuck
What?
you. I'm not going to be grateful. I'm not going to be great. I'm going to be pissed as fuck. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, no.
No.
What are you talking
no.
about? Be grateful.
They
How
took
dare
him
you?
to the doctor to find answers, and you're saying, "Oh, they found answers," but also accused you of medical abuse. But oh, look, they found answers, so be grateful. What the fuck?
They're the
How-
wrong
so-
answers, but be grateful.
So
How
should
dare.
Maya be thankful to the doctors for, curing her of her, wanting medical advocacy for herself? I mean, again, should Maya be grateful that she had to go through all this? Should the Tims be grateful that they've now figured out what's going on? No, absolutely not.
Carrie figured out what was going on. Carrie worked her behind off for years to reach out to multiple doctors and spent a ton of money doing so. The state of Georgia did not care. Not one single actor followed this through, and nobody cared.
They didn't
That's-
even check his blood. They
No.
lost
and
the
when
test.
they did
lost
get an
it.
answer for the collagen, the genetic testing that CHOA sent off, when
They
they did
ignored
get
it.
an answer, they're like, well, it looks like there's a problem, but we're just going to go with the abuse. We're going
Yeah.
to stick with that
Yeah.
narrative.
Right. Unknown significance.
Absolutely. Like, what
I know.
garbage?
She wasn't
Garbage.
thankful. She's angry.
Rubbish.
You're not going to be the doctor anymore.
She wasn't thankful. She was angry. You better believe I'm going to be angry and get a
Yes.
new doctor. Every person on that jury is thinking,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd get a new doctor too.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
After the way I was treated. And Carrie has a right to go get another doctor. She has a right not to have that pediatrician.
Yes.
Fuck these
Yes.
people.
On January the 13th and 14th of 2022, Jameson was at CHOA.
Be
He was
grateful
admitted
for
as
us
a
abusing
patient.
you
His T10 was all the way down to 6 millimeters.
all the way
8
down.
millimeters
It
at
was
around
barely
All the way
noticeable.
6
down.
millimeters at CHOA. It's been compressed.
Barely noticeable. Experts said we
There
wouldn't
was
call that a
reference in
compression.
opening statement that his heartbeat only went up after his mom left because he was missing his mom, and that was his way of saying it. The evidence was that on January 13th, while his mom was still there, his heartbeat was off the chart. It's off the chart because he cries. He's crying
Because he's
a
been
lot.
taken out of the
What?
room and
On
forced
January
into
the 14th of
x-rays.
2022,
Is
he was seen by Dr.
She
Brown.
is trying to say that a baby's crying has to do with his mother being in the room? Like, are you kidding me?
Did this
I
woman
can't.
set out to get everyone? Was she like, I am going to make a speech that will make Amber Heard look like Mother Teresa?
I'm surprised that somebody in the jury didn't come over the bench to strangle her. Really,
After,
because
especially with that comment
I'm
about
ready,
the
I'm
doctor, they
screaming.
weren't even grateful. Oh, I'd have turned my chair at this point. I'd have been
Yeah,
like,
I was
yeah,
gonna
I'm
say,
out.
how did the whole jury not turn their back to this C-word
Atrocity?
cahoon?
Do you remember what they were doing when she said that thing about being grateful? Did
No,
anyone look
I-
horrified? Because I would have had trouble not going, what?
Yeah, like shock.
Grateful? Fuck these people. What?
She confirmed that they did not have a history of osteogenesis in the family. She confirmed that no one in the family had frequent fractures. Carrie told her that she was struggling with postpartum depression. That's a real thing. It's not something to be overlooked. And I'm glad that
And
many of her
obviously,
friends and
apparently
family
means you abuse
testified
your
said they
kids?
didn't know.
Is that what
But
she
you have a
said?
new baby. He's colicky. You're dealing with your own problems and you've gone back to work. It's tough.
So now it's Carrie.
They said they didn't really
did
leave
it.
the house much. They'd stay mostly at home.
It was the coof.
Some people like staying at home.
Dr. Brown
They-
said when that cut under the tongue happened, it would have bled a lot. And you know from your own personal experience, when you have any injury around the head, it's going to bleed a lot more than seems like the rest of your body does. She said it was less than 72 hours old. Then that it would heal quickly. Ms. testified that she had Jameson in her home for about a week.
That's the
And that he was a fussy baby and he cried a lot. But he had no new breaks in her home. He had no new bruising in her home. There was a juvenile court hearing on January the 21st, I guess to follow up on the court order where the judge had signed to take Jameson. Now at that time, Jameson went home. He was still colicky. But no new breaks in the home, no new bruising in their home. And on February the 3rd, he was brought to Dr. Messner. At that time, his ribs had healed.
Messner.
And the report from Dr. Dixon on February 3rd, the follow-up, compression fracture. No suggestion. It's a suggestion in January, but it is confirmed in February. And
After
that's the
it's fully
fact.
healed, that's when they confirmed it.
On February the 6th of 2022, Elizabeth Bono from the Department of Family and Children's Services actually had an opportunity to observe the family with Jameson.
Yeah,
Her
how'd that go?
testimony is that the mother was very bonded to Jameson. But after 2.5 hours, when the father finally got the baby from the mother, he turned and immediately placed him in a bouncer. No cuddling, no nurturing.
What?
Yeah, because we all
snuggles.
know babies always
the baby
cuddle
down.
with fathers, and that's a typical thing.
Come on.
What does that have to do with anything? My kid's favorite place was the bouncer. She loved the
Yeah.
bouncer. So why wouldn't you put the baby?
And it was
Anyway, stop
lunchtime.
judging him.
Yeah, Carrie already said that. She literally was getting his plate for his food. Moms
So
are pretty good at eating and holding a baby.
Yeah.
My husband was not very good at multitasking. He would
No.
prefer to do one thing or the other. So I'm sure a lot of fathers
It's
are
not
like that.
abusive to put the
No.
baby in a bouncer.
And
This is the stupidest thing I ever
It-
heard.
The
Cork
only
on the
thing I
fork!
can
Where's the cork on the fork square? It's not on this bingo card, but it should
Would there
be.
be
The only
anything?
thing-
Oh, go ahead.
Go for
Felix. No, you go first, and then I'll go.
I was gonna say the only thing I can relate to this because my oldest cat, while he doesn't, I always am holding him and loving on him and squeezing him because like he just allows me to. Mrs. Flux, like she'll pick him up every once in a while, but she's, it's not something that because she doesn't cuddle with him, she loves him less. Because for me, I'm a cuddly person. I'm always wanting to cuddle like all the time. And she's just not. Does that mean that like they don't love and care as much?
She's a cat abuser, clearly.
Well, okay,
God
Miss
damn.
Fox, I feel like I just need to ask her, would there have been anything that Carrie and Brady would have done that would have been
Right.
good for parenting?
Right.
Because, I mean, had he kept Jameson in his hand and tried to eat, a chicken wing and then got
And
hot
spilled
sauce
some
on the
crumbs
baby,
on him or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Then he
Great
would be at
point.
fault for that.
Great
Yeah,
point.
no, these people are stupid.
On February 15th of 2022, he went to his first visit with Dr. Krishnamurthy. She again confirmed it was a normal vaginal birth. He's 37 weeks old, but he'd been making all his normal milestones. It's important because if he had some of these other issues, he wouldn't be doing that. On June the 16th of 2022, his compression fracture had healed, and it now T10 measured at 9 millimeters. On
So
June
from
the
8 to
21st
9.
of 2022, Dr. Kathy Stevens saw him for the first time. As I indicated, he was referred by Dr. Ski. She confirmed that Carrie Timms does not have EDS, that Jameson is a healthy baby boy. The genetic tests are a non-issue. They were not likely to alter splicing, that he did not have osteogenesis imperfecta, that he did not have EDS. His skin is not even doughy, and that there's no correlation between broken bones and EDS. On July 28th of 2022, you heard that the custody went to his grandparents. And on August 4th of 2022, they officially have the child. There's no new breaks, no new bruising, and Defects closes their case the very same month. Jameson had a bone density test done in July of 2024 that is normal. And in August of 2024, when Dr. Krishnamurthy follows up with him, he's still meeting all his normal milestones. And she orders the 67 gene panel test in September of 2024. Still no diagnosis from Dr. Krishnamurthy. As we sit here today, now knowing all the actual facts, I would say that law enforcement failed Jamison Timms. They didn't fail him because of what happened in January. They failed him because of what happened in November. In November, you know that a detective was also at the hospital, Annette Brennup. And you know that Jodie Faulkner tried to talk to her about it now when he has this case. She didn't want to talk about it. She was retiring. There was no investigation. Nobody looked into it. The state would submit that defects.
I would object to this. Again, they're trying to go into evidence that they had the opportunity to bring before the jury regarding the November incident. They had the opportunity to call in or anybody else that they wanted to. But for them to be offering argument regarding evidence of the investigation in November when they did not bring it before the jury through any witnesses or competent evidence is entirely inappropriate, and I would object.
Your Honor, Detective Jodie Faulkner said he looked for the report, couldn't find it, found Annette Brennup, and she didn't want to talk about it. That's the facts.
And I did not object to her saying just those words, but as she continues to go into her opinion on what was or was not done during the law enforcement investigation in November, that's what is entirely inappropriate.
Oh, she is so
Okay, well, I would
salty, and I
say-
love it. Like, this is warming the
Again,
cockles of
the
my
ladies and
heart.
gentlemen of the jury have heard testimony from many, many witnesses in this case, and it's up to them to determine the credibility of the witnesses. Let's just stick our closing arguments to the testimony of the witnesses that testified, and let's move on.
Happy birthday!
The state would
Carrie, happy birthday.
Thank you.
This bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. Holy crap.
Yeah.
I can't take her.
Why
also
not?
submit.
Lovely.
Oh, by the way, Carrie, I had no idea that Brady was so adept at grabbing tiny infant thumbs and wielding a baby like a hammer throw. What?
He started practicing at an early age.
Well, I'm surprised she hasn't brought up the dirt track because, she really wanted to denigrate Brady's family. Like, they live near a dirt track, or a drag race show. I'm surprised she didn't bring up, these are just hill chucks and they live next to, a concrete
Sorry,
swimming.
I'm laughing because you just mixed drag racing with a drag race show.
Fair point.
You did. Carrie,
That's the
did
only
you
way
see,
I watch them.
Did you see the squeezing and the squunching and a slapping? The squeezing and the squunching and a slamming?
I feel like that's what she looks like out in the daily, That's
squeeze.
She
and a
turned
slamming.
Southern. She turned with a fake Southern draw during this.
Yeah,
part.
all of
It's
a sudden
weird.
when she starts talking to the jury, she's like, y'all, I'm gonna get my hot sauce out of my purse, and we're gonna just go through this one after the other to other. I mean, when did this start and why? What an ass. All right,
failed
let's keep going.
Jamison. We know that April Hunt was involved in November, and we know there was
And she found
no
nothing.
case. The state would submit that if services had been offered in November, that if anything had been done to go into the home and investigate further to see that Carrie was dealing with postpartum problems, that the baby was colicky.
Oh,
That
so
possibly
they're blaming April
what
now.
happened in December and January could have been.
Yeah, she said the
events.
PowerPoint said defects failed
When no
Jameson.
services were
They didn't take him soon enough.
offered,
Mm.
nothing was done. They failed Jamison.
Oh, this woman.
The defendants were the only caretakers of Jamison Timms. We know that he was a crybaby. He had colic.
A
He
crybaby.
A crybaby.
How dare you? How dare you? How dare you call him a crybaby?
A crybaby. A literal infant is a.
Why didn't I catch that until just now?
Oh.
Maybe a crybaby.
Oh my God! This
hell
woman
a
just
crybaby?
called a baby a name.
Happy baby. What a sick thing to say.
We know that he was a crybaby. Oh my God!
At 3 months old, what a crybaby.
Do you
I was
hear
actually-
yourself?
I'm actually surprised she didn't say he was a candy ass. We knew it. We knowed it from the beginning.
What a pansy ass little baby he was,
Oh
you
my
know?
gosh.
He was just a crybaby.
I didn't get that. I didn't.
I
get
What
didn't
the what?
either, Carrie.
What the what now? Yeah, the chat's all, what the what? she just called an infant a crybaby.
Wow.
Laugh and cry and scream at the same time. What a
How is the jury not scoffing openly at this point?
I wish I could see the judge's face, but I can't. So
I know. I wish I
know.
could too. God.
Baby. We know that on at least one occasion, Tilton saw his dad acting aggressively towards Jameson.
Your baby is colicky. We're taking him. What the
When you
what?
put that with the
He's a
statement
crybaby.
of Miss Timms, that Mr. Timms gets frustrated easily with a baby,
wrong.
That's not what she
that he
said.
didn't like taking the bottle from him.
That's not what she said.
The state would submit Jameson's ribs did not break themselves. Jameson's T10 was not compressed by itself.
It wasn't compressed at all, lady.
It was
It
squunched.
takes a lot of pressure to break ribs. They're anchored by the
By the
spine
X-ray
in
machine,
someone's
probably.
back. It takes a significant amount of force to cause a compression issue, to cause that spine to
squeezing and a
actually,
slamming.
and that vertebrae squunch.
Get squunched.
The skin
Check it
line
off the bingo
is
card.
not
said
caused by
squunched.
rolling over.
She did it again. Get
The
squunched.
cut
Check
under
it
the
off.
tongue didn't spontaneously happen by itself. Dr. said that when you have trauma, that is the kind of trauma we were talking about, when you break someone's ribs and cause a compression fracture, the lipase could be elevated for up to 2 weeks. The state would submit that the reason why his lipase levels are noted normal in January is because those injuries are older than 2 weeks, that they occurred closer to that December timeframe when they're going to Dr. Pickett and asking for help with their colicky baby, when we know that he had a normal skeletal survey from Erlinger on Dr. J. Coleman's follow-up. And I would again
I feel
submit
like-
that fits the facts in this case.
I feel like whatever is happening on the jury, you can kind of see reflected in her face and in her the way she's begging, because she is starting to beg.
Yeah.
She is looking,
Oh yeah.
and she's
Grasping
losing
at
her.
straws.
She's losing her train of thought. Like she's not able to. She's starting to stumble. Something is happening on the jury right now where she is getting the cold shoulder from
I'm
more than just the
surprised.
one guy.
I'm really surprised she honestly did not object or bring that to the judge's attention, because it was extremely obvious. And I'm shocked that she never said, Your Honor, this dude is looking at ceiling cats. He won't look at me. And I like to stare into the souls of the people in the jury box, and he won't oblige. Like, I'm shocked.
I'm
Well-
not shocked because she wouldn't draw attention to the
No.
fact that she's
Maybe,
losing
yeah.
control.
Maybe
Because
so, that's a good point.
if she knows that it's going badly for her, if she criticizes the jury in any way, it's
Good
only going to
point.
get worse. It's
Yeah.
only going to get worse. And man, but there's something happening on the jury. I can tell. Look at her face. She's getting panicked.
Yeah, she was
Because
standing
on
up straight at the
January
start,
14th
and now she's very
Now she's
hunched.
leaning. She's leaning forward and like she's begging. Look at her eyes. They're wide open,
Yeah.
wide open. Like, oh my god, this is going poorly.
Buy
This is
something I
going
tried to sell
very-
you. Something,
She's
anything.
like,
the
I have a
thumbs.
ShamWow. I have, Flex Fix. Come on, someone.
The thumb hammer
Oh,
throw. You
Tiffany!
have to buy that. The thumb hammer throw is it.
the ribs fractures are visible. But in February, they're back to beautiful looking little baby ribs. You would never know that he was fractured in this case.
What?
Their own
I don't
expert
like how she
explained that the rib-
describes things.
It's gross.
It's
Yeah, the way she
gross.
says
Little
baby ribs makes-
like baby back ribs.
Once a-
Are we
Yeah.
going to
Ribs.
Chili's?
I don't
Are
like
we?
that.
I know. I feel like she's like, I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
Baby
I
back.
want my baby. Only she wants the baby and not the baby back ribs.
Does she eat babies? Which sighting? Check it off on the bingo
sighting?
card. I'm getting
Summer,
a
I'm telling
stop.
you,
The
she
printer doesn't love you back.
100%. She puts down a trail of candy to lead children into her
What-
house in the woods.
100%.
100%.
Baby stealer. I'm
Yes.
checking off baby stealer and also witch
Mhm.
sighting.
Just
100% she has a house in the woods made of candy. 100%
Yes.
with a child-sized furnace inside. 100%.
Her sister
Being-
got, a house dropped on her. She's been sad for a while. And someone
does have
stole her
adopted-
shoes.
So
What, Carrie?
she does have adopted children also. Wouldn't
She
be-
found them in the woods. Perpetually
Surprised them
puzzled
with
puzzler.
candy.
Thanks for the 5. I think she is likely to swallow the microphone if she gets any closer to it.
Yeah.
She's
She's
treatment
succeeding.
for rib fractures that are that old. And that in this particular situation, that he wouldn't think you'd do treatment for a compression of only 2 millimeters. That you would only start treatment when
Well, they
it was
didn't do
compressed more than 2 millimeters for sure. I think he threw out the number 5, but I don't remember that. You'll have to rely on your own memory on that. The state would submit that based on even that expert's assessment of the injuries, they're not minor, they're still injuries. But in this particular situation, they didn't need any medical intervention. He was given essentially baby aspirin, Tylenol, ibuprofen at the hospital.
baby aspirin. They don't
but
give
they
that
didn't have to
anymore.
set. There was no
What
reason
year
to
are you
set with-
living in? Don't you know
The
about
same year
Ray's
as her
disorder?
the same year as her hairstyle, sir.
There is no
Well-
such thing as baby aspirin. Okay, there's like you can't give babies aspirin anymore because it gives them a horrible, terrible disease. I don't remember what it's called. Ray's
That's what
something.
he gets them and tells them it's candy.
Oh God.
Probably. She probably put them in time to have to get them to go to sleep.
He
Allegedly in
was
Minecraft.
clinically well, but he was still abused. As I indicated before, the state would submit that the defense witnesses in most respects canceled each other out. The opinions like Dr. Krishna Murphy are really only as good as the information you're given. If you're not given all of the facts, it's really hard to come in here and give all of the information that she would potentially have the expertise to give. And where she says she falls is neutral. I can't diagnose him with anything genetically, and I can't say it's not child abuse. I just have to wait and wait and wait and see if there's more tests done on the road.
What is
As
she
far
on
as the
about?
friends and family who came in and testified, the state would expect people's friends and family to come in and support them when they're accused of a crime. It's not something unusual, particularly in
Not
any
if
case
it's
of a
hurting
crime.
children.
Not
If
if
they weren't there,
if my sister or one of my friends was abusing their
Yeah.
kid, I don't give a shit. I am going to
No.
call them on it, and I'm going to be like, stop abusing your child or my niece or my nephew or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't. This lady is full of shit.
Yeah.
Perpetually puzzled puzzler. I'm going to play this super chat in Jeff's voice because I literally have it recorded.
He's gonna come back and tell us how disputed it is. Ha ha! I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog, too.
Ken confirmed she actually says this while riding the bike.
I finally had a reason to pull up Jeff's voice note on WhatsApp and play it. It's perfect. Oh God, Brazil's Realm wants to know odds on the moistened Werther's break. We haven't heard a Werther's break yet today. I don't know. My bingo card's all over the place. I don't even have close to a bingo.
24/7. None of them certainly saw what saw. And if they did see what saw, would they have testified differently? The reality is Jameson never broke again. He never bruised again. And you don't need to leave your common sense at
I mean,
the
one
door.
could argue because he didn't have to go
You'll
through the
have
birth
a
canal
copy of the
again, but
indictment out with you.
You
And there's
don't
a
need
couple
to leave your
principles in
common
play with-
sense at the door. She just said that. You don't
Yep.
need to leave your common sense at the door.
But I'm supposed to believe that Brady grabbed the baby by the thumb, the infant thumb, and swung him around the car like a yo-yo.
I just want to let everyone know that it's snowing here, and now I need to go get bread and milk.
Us too. We had our first day of snow too. Gotta get the bread. Gotta get the milk.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. We had
Indiana
hail
is fresh
last
out of
night.
French toast mix-ins. We just had a flurry.
No.
And you're looking to see whether or not the state of Georgia has met their burden of proof. The defense says, well, they didn't call every possible witness you possibly could in this
Well,
entire case.
How about the goddamn doctor who gave the diagnosis? How about just that one? How about just that doctor? You didn't even call that one. And you won't even tell us who did it. So yeah, you didn't do your job.
You can tell from the buggies that are being pushed in and out, the volumes of medical records and people that have handled that. We've already been here a month. The state brought you everything that we believe you need to see that we have proven our case beyond a reasonable doubt. The state would also submit, although they are not required to put up any evidence at all, if they had something in those volumes of evidence that I've already given them, that they thought helped them, they'd have called them just like they called the other witnesses. Not required to.
That's improper burden shifting. We are in fact commenting on the state's failure to call witnesses for its case in chief. It is entirely improper for them to suggest that we should have called the state.
It is
I'm gonna
entirely
sustain
improper.
that.
There's case law that supports
It
what
is,
I've
no,
just
it
done.
doesn't. No, it doesn't. You fucking liar.
She's so
No.
stupid.
No, it is not on the defense. They do not have the burden to prove their case. They are not, you cannot question them on why they didn't call someone, but we can question you because
right.
you're the state.
Mhm.
The defense has no burden at all
No.
to prove innocence. This is bullshit. Horrible bullshit.
Say I
This-
didn't do it.
Also, she was there when the Magna Carta was
squat.
signed. She should know this shit.
Allowed to say they could
Her
have.
hair was a
will
pixie
sustain
cut
that
back then.
Thank you.
They say I didn't do it. The state's allowed to say they could have.
I'm going to sustain that objection.
Thank you.
For purposes of closing argument, I'm sustaining that objection.
Yeah, you
In this
Fucking
particular case,
clever.
they are charged as parties to the crime. Parties to the crime can be proved by many different ways, and you can be a party by participating in many different ways. You could be party if you directly committed the crime. You can be party if you intentionally helped someone commit a crime. But you can also be a party if you'd advised, encouraged, hired, counseled, or procured another one to commit the crime. What
Wait,
is the
so
intent
Terry and Brady
needed
hired
in
counsel
this
so they could do
particular
a crime?
spent lots
Oh,
of money to do that, apparently.
I mean,
Don't pay
way
on
to
it.
way to
Yeah,
plan,
pay
Carrie. You bought the lawyer before you crimed.
I mean, I like to plan ahead.
The
Carrie's so
intent-
type A, she buys a
Crime
lawyer before
is
she
malice.
felonies.
Malice can also be proved in more than one way. And the definition that the state wants to focus on is the very last definition. Because
Ma'am,
the
your
state would
face is a
submit
definition of
that
malice.
fits this case to a T. Malice also means willfully doing an act while aware of a strong likelihood.
She has to read it.
Yeah, you've been a
The-
prosecutor for a bajillion years. You should know what malice is.
You can't even
She can't even say it, and she's
Actual
reading
thing
it.
Could be the result.
The actual thing
So what
could be
you're
the result.
basically looking
That's
at
the
Wait,
definition
what?
that the actual thing could be. Wait, listen to this definition again. Sorry, we have to hear
is
this.
willfully doing an act while
Willfully doing an
aware of a strong likelihood
Okay.
that
That what?
the actual thing could be the result.
What?
So-
that hurt me to like wait on. Like,
That the actual thing could be the result. What the hell?
Does anyone
Are
have
you
Julia
talking about,
Roberts and all
ma'am?
of the mathing symbols? Because I
Yeah, we need that. We need the hot plate math
What
video
you're
that Tug
basically
made.
looking at is in this particular situation, we all know you would never do this to a baby. We all know you would never do this to a baby because they could get hurt. There's a likelihood that they could get hurt if you do that to a baby. We would never do this to the baby or shove something in there because you know there's a likelihood that they could be hurt. That is the intent of malice that the state submits, that the person that hurt this little baby did when they did these acts. And there's only two people caring for this child. In count 2, they're accused of cruelty to children between November the 21st of 2021 and January the 3rd of 2022.
Oh my God. I missed my opportunity. I missed my opportunity to play the best button on the board that I have not played in so long. Where is it? Here it is. She's gone all Biden on us.
America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to
Excuse me. Is a damn it. Chat, you're always on it. You're always on it.
Oh my gosh.
Certain language is maliciously causing Jamison Timms, a child under the age of 18 years, cruel and excessive physical pain by breaking the said Jamison Timms' 8th, 9th, and 10th left ribs.
Jamison.
That's
Look,
what I had to prove.
She is so flustered. She can't say words. She can't remember her definitions. The jury is staring daggers at her right now. They're the energy the jury is putting off says, I hate you. We hate you with everything, every fiber of our being. And we hope that, you get hit by a bus or something. She can't continue. If you notice, she's like, she knows it.
May come, so because I'm about to get Jameson in the car, but I'm going to mute it. So maybe the frogs won't come. We'll see.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It would submit that we've done that by showing they are the only caretakers, that there is not another explanation for these broken ribs, that it occurred in that time frame because we can prove that because he did not have broken ribs on the prior scans, and that it took a significant amount of force to break the ribs. And the testimony was whoever broke them knew it. You would know when you did it that you have hurt that baby. On count 3, they're accused in a similar time frame of maliciously causing Jamison Timms, a child under the age of 18 years, cruel and excessive physical pain by causing a compression fracture to the vertebral body of T10. The state would submit.
I'd be sitting there doing this the whole
force
time.
Necessary.
Yeah, that's probably what's happening.
Whether it's slamming it into a chair or a car seat or
That's probably what's
anything that would
happening.
have caused it to
Everyone in the
compress.
jury is like
When
this.
you do that with a baby,
And
know
Mo's
you
here
could
with her
hurt the
Dahmer
baby.
shirt on.
It doesn't matter. You didn't know that an X-ray is going to show it or not. You knew you could have hurt the baby if you do that to the baby.
You knew you could have hurting the baby.
Hurting
She
the
just said
baby. She said hurting.
Hurting the baby. You knew you could have hurting the baby. She's losing it. She is losing it.
Count 4, quite frankly, the state would submit we have the most evidence on. We have the evidence that Carrie says, from now on, I'm feeding the baby.
What a thing to
We
say.
have the
Carrie.
evidence from Carrie that he doesn't take the bottle well from dad, and that dad's easily frustrated. We know that it happened within 72 hours of presenting at the Dr. Brown on the 14th, based on her assessment of how quickly it had healed. We know that it is fresh appearing to Dr. Pickett, but it did not bleed in her office. So it's happened before and it's not bleeding. And that it would have bled a lot when it happened. The state would submit in this particular case that child's face was squished and something was shoved in his mouth, under his tongue, in that nice little protected area.
Perfected?
The tear
perfected
that is
area?
visible in the photo that you'll have out there.
I'm not familiar with the perfected area.
It's
in the metro area of Frenulum adjacent. It's in the
Frenulum-
Tri-County area.
There's a perfected by the Frenulum adjacent. Got it. Perfected.
It's right next to Schenectady.
Schenectady.
That to a little baby.
Wow.
They need to deserve to be held accountable for that. And we're going to ask for a verdict of guilty as to each and every count in this particular case. The state would also thank you for your service in this case. It is not easy to set aside your lives and to sit through,
especially for all our bullshit.
Are there frogs?
Right?
Do I have
No frogs.
Is not an easy concept for a non-doctor.
No
and
demon
y'all
frogs.
listened carefully and took lots of notes, and we appreciate the time and your attention because, quite frankly, the state would submit Jamison deserved someone taking the time and attention to look into the situation.
What about Jody,
Yeah,
the guy
how
who was
about that
supposed to be the
lazy
investigator?
fucking investigator? Yeah, what about Jody? Maybe he should have taken the time and attention to read the 500-page report that he didn't read.
And
Maybe he
he's
should have
sitting
done that.
in there during this. He was adjacent to me, actually.
He was Jennifer adjacent?
Yeah, he
You're
was Jennifer
kidding.
adjacent. I could turn just enough and roll my eyes at that man, and I did, and I loved it because what a
Well,
jerk.
good.
He sat there
I
through
hope he
this.
felt
Not all heroes
embarrassed.
wear
I do
cape.
too.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you, Jennifer, for rolling your eyes at Jody.
On
For
both
everybody.
sides to see what factors are in play. What happened to him mattered.
Yeah, it
His
did.
was broken.
The
Oh my
hospital-
God,
what
she's
the
trying to make
hospital-
herself
cry?
fake cry.
What the
She's making
hospital
herself
did to
fake
him
cry.
mattered. What the child abuse doctors did to him mattered. What you people at the state did to him, it matters. And we're going to make sure you never forget it. You're never going to forget this, Prosecutor Fox. We're never going to let you. This is your legacy now. You prosecuted a case with no evidence. You're a piece of shit. Your whole office is pieces of shit for doing this to both the Hernandez family and the Timms family and the other families coming up that you're going to do it to. And you're not going to get away with it for much longer. You're not. You're going down as a laughing stock. There are prosecutors watching this who are writing to me all the time saying, I can't believe how bad these lawyers are at their jobs. We would never have gone forward with this case. You should be embarrassed to show your face and call yourself a lawyer, Ms. Fox. You're horrible. You're horrible. You're
Time to
terrible.
retire.
I have
It's
seen
time to
better
retire.
acting on the hub, you know? Like, ma'am, go watch the Betty Broderick trial because she was bad at it, but at least she's better than you.
Yeah, prosecutor stares down jury. You can check that off on the bingo card.
Also,
Yep,
look
definitely.
at the Manson lamp she's staring the
Total
jury
Manson
down with.
lamps.
Really
Total
scary
Manson
looking.
lamps. Which so wide-eyed and panicked and desperate.
The state would submit, when you look at all of the evidence, including the statements by Ms. Timms and the statement of Timms, that at the end of this case, you will find that Jamison Timms was abused. Now, quite frankly, on behalf of the state, we don't like everything that we heard that defects, people who worked for them or were hired out by them did.
Oh, really?
I've adopted
Which
the child
things?
through defects. It's no fun being under the microscope.
Which things didn't
but
you
we
like?
would expect
Can you
anyone
expound
who
on
stepped
that?
up to take care of a
She's
baby to
throwing
be
her
treated with
people under the
respect.
bus. What a
But
thing.
it doesn't change the fact that Jamison Timms was an abused baby. And as the state, we have a responsibility to protect that baby until he can be put into a place where he's safe. And apparently he's safe now living with the grandparents. Mom and dad see him apparently. A lot of people testified they're still around him. But he deserves the chance
Hell.
to get
Okay, so mom and dad are still around and the baby's fine now and safe.
Apparently everything's
What?
okay.
Everything's good now. Oh my God, this just lost
he
it
still
for
a
her.
crybaby?
If she hadn't already lost, she lost right there.
Yeah, she just proved that they're still seeing the baby and the baby's fine.
And the baby's fine.
out of infancy and to be safe. In conclusion, in this case, we would ask that you find the defendants guilty. They are the caretakers, and he was hurt in their care. And you've already heard
So
the
blame them.
mechanisms that it took to
Yeah, but
For
on the
sure,
same
just blame
token,
them.
your hair, you're
and
responsible
how
for
he would have
that.
suffered.
Your hair is in your
And
care,
for that,
ma'am.
the state would ask you to hold them accountable.
Why don't you use
And I
purple
want to again
shampoo?
thank you for your time and your attention in the case.
Thank you, Ms. Fox. If you'll turn the lights up, please.
My God, I hate this woman so much. All right, listen. Carrie's here. So since Carrie is here, perhaps we should play the river dancing video. But first, before
nothing more for my birthday.
all right, well, that's what we're going to give you
Cool.
then. What we have here, though, first is the reason why we did the river dancing video. And I want to play that for you first. Here we go. Be a witch. Like, I think she might actually practice witchcraft. What is this? Oh my God, no! No! No!
He definitely dances naked in the woods under the moon. 100%.
100%.
Oh my God, y'all, we are getting together. We are finding a creek and we are doing this. I don't care how long it takes us, but we are finding little
She
mermaid
is-
dresses and we're gonna be like,
She is in. All right. That was it. Mo said we are doing this, and we challenged you guys to raise the money for Carrie and Brady Timms that they were looking for, and you guys did. You hit the goal. You hit their second goal of $9,000, and for your reward, you were being rewarded with this amazing river dance video that we worked so hard on. I hope I have the right version in here. I do, don't I? Let's see. Which one do I have? River Dance Final. There it is. I'm gonna make sure this is the right one. All right. Are you guys ready for this? Because this is your big reward and Carrie's birthday present. You get to watch us frolic around in rivers and streams and green screens.
Me drop it like it's lukewarm. I have 2 moves, sway and sway.
All right, let's hope this is the right video. If it's not, I have to pull it down and find the right one. Yep, this is the right one. Okay, good.
Live, laugh, love and learn. Take the scenic route, don't turn. Enjoy the little things you see. Collect moments, not things like me. Follow your heart, let your soul be free. Always take time for sweet iced tea. Bloom where you're planted, be kind. You can't pour joy from an empty mind. Dance like no one is watching. In a river, feel the sunshine. Let it deliver, count your blessings. Trust the timing. Choose joy, keep on shining. Grateful, thankful, blessed. That's me, forever home, where I'm meant to be. Where I'm meant to be. Be a rainbow in someone's cloud. Speak your truth, say it loud. Life's not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about dancing barefoot in the grass. Dream big, sparkle bright. Every sunset brings new light. Adventure waits, so pack your heart. Home is where good stories start. Dance like no one is watching. In a river, flow like love's forever giver. Trust your journey, breathe it in. This is where the magic begins. Grateful, thankful, blessed. That's me, forever home, where I'm meant to be.
Get it, Jen.
Let go and let God. Laugh till it's odd. Faith over fear and wine over water. Rise and grind, then love like you oughta. Wake up, pray up, slay the day. Find your joy along the way. Home sweet home is crystal clear. Good vibes only all day here. Dance like no one is watching. In a river, feel the flow. Forgive the giver. Count your blessings, dream out loud. Stand tall, humble, and country proud. Live, laugh, love till the end of time. This house runs on coffee and rhyme.
There are bugs in the woods in case.
So good.
That was awesome.
You did such a great
Love
job.
it.
Good job, ladies.
Yes, I had a wardrobe change. Yes, there were 2 dresses. And I changed in the woods, in the river, you guys. I literally
You
changed
were
in the woods.
dedicated.
Yeah, I got the assignment. I got the assignment. The hiker, I know. He was, and there's more footage of other hikers going behind me, but like, I didn't want to hog the whole video, but I mean, it's funny. Everyone is laughing. Everyone is, and I kept screaming at people, I lost a bet. I lost a bet.
That's awesome.
If you were driving, don't watch the video. Wait till you get parked, Volstorm. You shouldn't have been watching TV while you were driving.
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Carrie.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much. I need a VHS of that, please. VHS.
Okay, I'll make sure. I am going to upload
Hell
it.
yeah.
I'm going to upload it separately to the channel, so you guys will have that forever. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, actually.
It
That was a
was.
great idea, Mo. We had a good time.
Yeah, I should have let you all know that I don't have any dancing skills. Like, I'm quick to volunteer myself, knowing that I lack the ability. I'm like, I'll do the spelling bee.
We made it work. I liked it. I thought it was good.
yeah.
It's better than Browns, I'll tell you that right now. It's better.
Where did
Oh,
I
yeah.
get changed? Yes, I got changed right there. It's called a Hawaiian bathroom. My daughter held up a towel and I did a quick change. I had a bathing suit on underneath that dress. So I was wearing a bathing suit, which is a normal thing to wear at that creek because there's a swimming hole at the end. So it's not like abnormal, but it was kind of because it was the fall. No one was swimming, but I was wearing a bathing suit. I did have to, I wasn't wearing a top though, but she was holding a towel. But then I was horrified because I looked up at one point and there were hikers on the high trail. But here's the good news. Again, it is perfectly legal to go topless in New York. New York State is perfectly legal for women to be topless. So I didn't break any laws. I just gave somebody a good show in the woods. It's for like 2 seconds, maybe 2 seconds. Some nipple slippage for 2 seconds. No, my daughters were helping me. And it was, I know, a blooper reel. You know what? That's a great idea. I will put together a blooper reel. It will be hilarious. That's a good idea because there is a lot more footage. You guys are so funny. You all gave me like 40 seconds. Or I think Flux's was the longest. I think hers was maybe 2 or 3 minutes. My footage is 15 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
15 minutes.
You just
Well, because, you know,
quick little dance.
when you're making you have to have enough footage to, like, you know, get the good stuff and put it all together. You don't know what's going to be good.
Megan,
See,
in
I was
our
thinking-
defense, you gave us an extra week. And as all parents know, if given extra time in the assignment, we will still do it at 9 p.m. the day before.
I know.
Well, I thought we were doing like a 30-second, like, real type of deal. I didn't know we were turning it into a full-length music video. I mean,
are you
that's
asking for a second round?
No, I'm okay. I'm okay. Except next time it'll be in a meadow with the snow.
That would be cool. We could
Look
follow
at this.
Yes.
snow.
Perpetually puzzled.
Yeah.
15 minutes. Thanks for the 2.
You must have just really had fun, Megan. I was like
It was hilarious.
embarrassed, you know, like I think it was better because there were so many people, but like my kids, my parents, my pastor, like it was a lot of people because we were there for the 5K. So it was just kind of like, let's get in and let's get out. Like, let's just be done with it.
Whoever did your filming had a great camera. The picture was beautiful, Jen.
Jeb did that.
It was
It was
Deb.
My favorite camera guy, yeah.
camera. Really good camera. You had fantastic footage. I loved what you did there.
I liked Brady's cameo.
Yeah. that
Yeah,
was
did you
nice.
like Brady's
helping me
cameo?
into the water, and I'm like, this is all
Yeah.
your fault, Brady. Like, I'm doing this for you. Thank you.
Puzzled Puzzler, thanks for the 10 memberships. Welcome to the Fox Den. All 10 of you who got those. And Rozilla's Realm, thanks for the 2. Riverdance, anyone? Well, you got your wish. Perpetually Puzzled Puzzler, thanks for the 10. This all started because the Tims were critical of the condition of the hospital. Why didn't you let the grandparents care for him from the beginning? It could be Jeremy's fault. I mean, everything else is. That's also true. Blame Jeremy, for sure. All right, let me check the super tips, see if we have any more. No, we're good there. So we're out of here. We will be back tomorrow to do the verdict. And then we will be almost done. I still want to talk to I want to talk to that juror. I want to talk to the
Did she
lawyers.
email you yet?
Maybe email me and tell me her name so I can look for it, because my email is a little crazy right now. So yeah. All right,
She
guys.
seemed open to that idea, so I hope it works out.
I might not be here tomorrow. It's
Oh no,
Veterans
you have
Day.
to be here for the verdict. So what day are we doing
taking
it?
Mrs.
Wednesday?
Flux out tomorrow.
Okay.
So
Wednesday?
Yeah.
Are we
I
good
was
for
hoping the
Wednesday?
verdict was today. I wanted to cry on my birthday, but it's okay. It's fine.
We're gonna prolong your birthday.
We're gonna prolong
Yes.
it. It's your birthday
Yes.
week, Carrie. It's your birthday week.
Yeah.
That doesn't apply here, man.
Megan, I can be here Wednesday, but I probably won't be on camera because I won't be home.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the verdict is not. It's not.
long.
It's not long.
It's
I mean,
very
we could do it like right now.
I mean, it's like
We could do it live.
it's literally
do it
just
live.
a few minutes.
Doing it live. Where's my button?
Okay,
I
but
have
did
that
Miss
button.
Fox cry?
Do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
All right, let's see. I'll just have to change. I'll just have to change the title of this to Part 3 and Verdict.
Yeah.
All right, let's just do it.
That's worth it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
It's only
Can I go
3
pee
minutes.
really quick? Oh,
All
wait,
right.
I'm good.
Yes, I
I'm
need
good.
to pee too. We could take a pee break. No, you're good?
Pee break.
All right,
Yeah.
you're voting for pee break? All right, fine. Watch this
Okay.
video while we go pee.
Don't leave that there.
Live, laugh, love and learn. Take the scenic route, don't turn. Enjoy the little things you see. Collect moments, not things like me. Follow your heart, let your soul be free. Always take time for sweet iced tea. Bloom where you're planted. Be kind, you can't pour joy from an empty mind. Dance like no one is watching. In a river, feel the sunshine. Let it deliver, count your blessings. Trust the timing. Choose joy, keep on shining. Grateful, thankful, blessed. That's me, forever home, where I'm meant to be. Where I'm meant to be. Be a rainbow in someone's cloud. Speak your truth, say it loud. Life's not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about dancing barefoot in the grass. Dream big, sparkle bright. Every sunset brings new light. Adventure waits, so pack your heart. Home is where good stories start. Dance like no one is watching. In a river, flow like love's forever giver. Trust your journey, breathe it in. This is where the magic begins. Grateful, thankful, blessed. That's me, forever home, where I'm meant to be. Where I'm meant to be. Let go and let God. Laugh till it's odd. Faith over fear. And wine over water. Rise and grind. Then love like you oughta. Wake up, pray up, slay the day. Find your joy along the way. Home sweet home is crystal clear. Good vibes only all day here. Dance like no one is watching. In a river, feel the flow. Forgive the giver. Count your blessings, dream out loud. Stand tall, humble, and country proud. Live, laugh, love till the end of time. This house runs on coffee and rhyme.
All right. Oh wait, where did I go? Where are we? Here we are. All right.
I'm
Adding
almost
this.
home.
Oh, good. All right. Here we go. Verdict time. Anytime now. There we go.
Okay, everyone, please be.
Wait, I have to go back to Carrie's face. Carrie and Brady are standing here. Let's see. Oh man, she's crying already. This must have been so hard. Carrie, how hard was it to be standing there in this moment? You're watching the jury come back.
I could not feel my knees, my face. I felt like I was out of my own body completely. And I'm at
Poor
the red light
thing.
next to my house, so I can park before I cry. So.
I love Jason Hood's face here. He looks really confident and really happy, actually. He already knows. Look at his face.
And it
Like,
was
I'm-
3 hours.
You can see Brady's parents. They're the ones on the front row where she's kind of tucked into his shoulder.
Yeah,
But
these
that's
right
who
here.
had Jameson. Yeah, that's who had Jameson for the majority of the time. So Renee had not been able to be in for the trial because she was subpoenaed, so they kept her out. She didn't get to hear hardly any testimony whatsoever, and then was never called to testify. So she was
Who's this
only
guy
able to
who came hobbling in on crutches at the last minute?
would point to him.
He works for the court.
Oh yeah, he works. He's the clerk of court. He's an amazing man. He's really.
Was he there every day, or did he just come from the verdict?
He's there every day.
He's there every day, and we've seen him in public since. And that's all I can say about that.
Okay. I love it. All right, here we go.
Okay, everyone, please be seated. We have the ladies and gentlemen of the jury back in the courtroom. Ms. Fox, Ms. Wall, Investigator Hemby here on behalf of the state, Mr. Hood, Mr. Timms, Ms. Timms, and Ms. Bernard here on behalf of the defense. And I have received a message from one of the bailiffs that the jury has reached a verdict. And ma'am, I think you walked in with paperwork in your hand. Were you selected as the foreperson? And was that announcement correct? Has the jury reached a verdict?
And how long was the deliberation?
It's like 3
That's what I was
hours.
About 3 hours.
Yeah, that's not long at all.
Damn, that's not long at all.
Nope.
And was
That
the
was the
verdict
longest
unanimous?
and shortest 3 hours of my entire
I was
life.
gonna say for you though, it was probably
What made things extremely. It made me feel because the jurors did not know who were the jurors or the alternates, right? Until the very end of this, before they went to deliberate. And she gave them the option after she told them, "You're an alternate. You're going back to deliberate. You're just an alternate, so you can choose to stay in case they need you, or you can go." And if you've been sitting there for a month, you're gonna be like, "I'm out of here. Like I'm not even a thing." There were, I think, 2 alternates that chose to stay the whole time, and that right there, it touched my heart. Like it really did.
wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you fill out the jury verdict forms? Okay. If you will, please, I'm going to ask you to hand it to our deputy there, and then and also, did you bring the indictment back in here with you? That's perfect. Thank you very much.
She's so pleasant as a judge.
Yeah.
Ms. Fox, Ms. Law, Mr. Hood, Ms. Bernard, if I could see you here at the bench, please. There being no objection to the form of the verdict, I will now publish the verdict, and I would ask you, please, Mr. Timms and Ms. Timms, if you would please stand, and your attorneys can join you. And I'll begin with the first verdict that was handed to me. We, the jury, find the defendant, Brady Lee Timms, as to the following counts. As to count 2, cruelty to children in the first degree, we, the jury, find Brady Lee Timms not guilty. As to count 3, cruelty to children in the first degree, we, the jury, find Brady Lee Timms not guilty. As to count 4, cruelty to children in the first degree, we, the jury, find Brady Lee Timms not guilty. And it's dated and signed today's date by Madam Foreperson. I'll move on to the second jury verdict form. We, the jury, find the defendant, Carrie Renee Timms, as to the following counts. As to count 2, cruelty to children in the first degree, we, the jury, find Carrie Renee Timms not guilty. As to count 3, cruelty to children in the first degree, we, the jury, find Carrie Renee Timms not guilty. As to count 4, cruelty to children in the first degree, we, the jury, find Carrie Renee Timms not guilty. It's signed and dated by the foreperson. Madam Foreperson, did I read both jury verdict forms correctly? Thank you very much. Based upon the verdict of the jury, Mr. Timms and Ms. Timms, each of you has been found not guilty of the charges that were filed against you. This court would now adjudge each of you not guilty as to these offenses.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
That's just wonderful. I'm so glad that they just saw through the bullshit.
Yeah.
Me too.
Damn.
Me too. Carrie, I can't even imagine what that felt like. I feel like
what's that feeling like? Because they read his charges first, and knowing that he's not guilty, knowing obviously you're not guilty coming next, but like, what was that sensation?
We didn't know for sure, because what they don't show is that they had a question before, and it was like, what if we can't decide on one person versus the other?
Oh God, they came back with that question?
Yeah. So
that's horrifying.
They're like, we have the other person not guilty, but we have questions about the other. So I was like, but Brady told me, he's like, if I'm okay, then you're gonna be okay. But then I was like, that question is still, it's still in the back of your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, we sat there for 3 hours praying, and then that question comes through, and you don't know what to think. But in that moment, oh, thank you, buddy. I'm getting my birthday presents.
Aww.
Thank you, baby. But I don't know. It's literally like you leave your body. You cannot explain how amazing it is to know that when you leave there, this is what you go get after 3 years of waiting. And I don't know, it's hard to describe, because they don't tell you how to feel. They don't tell you what's supposed to happen. You're happy, you're sad, you're like, is this real? Is it done? This is done. All this time for this. And this is where
it's just over.
And it's over. And then you get
Wait in there, Daddy.
you get outside the courthouse, and you have people literally stopping in the road, honking, like celebrating, and we're all outside, and there's probably 50, 60 of us on the courthouse steps, and just one picture that could fit in the picture. And it's like we were not alone during this whole time. We haven't been alone. I mean, even afterwards, look how many viewers you've had every day that have supported us and donated and have made it to where we don't have to worry about Brady working his fingers to the bone. There's been days where Brady needed to go mow or go something, but he gets to take Jameson hunting in the afternoons, and that's what he's always wanted to do. That's what I've always wanted, to just look outside, and there they are carrying their gun with their little orange, and I'm waiting for the day he comes dragging one back. But it's because of people that have stayed so engaged, and people that have cared enough to put it out there like this, like you, Megan, and everyone that's stayed engaged this whole time. You guys have covered so much, and it's taken so long, and I'm so thankful. But it's raising awareness, and if anybody else is going through something similar, the same thing, do not give up, because there is not guilty out there, and there's people just like us that are on here who will cuss out anybody that needs to, either in my head or pray for them, whatever we need to do the whole time, the whole way. But it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
We're so happy for you guys. We're so thrilled that you're back together. And this isn't the end of our coverage of this story. I still hope to talk to Catherine Bernard, hopefully Jason Hood. I want to get some of the inside story on some of that. And also, hopefully, the juror I will get an interview with. We just have to work out some timing, I think. But this has been, I do want to thank the audience for being so engaged, like Carrie said, and for being so supportive of this family. And thank you so much for taking part in the fundraisers, and both on this channel and on Nick's channel. And I really want to thank Nick too for doing that. Nick Starro. Yeah. It was really amazing of him to jump in. And I'm sorry he wasn't here today for this. But we maybe he'll do it. Maybe he'll show it on his channel too. That would be fun. He can show the verdict on his channel as well. But we're just so happy that we were able to get this footage. Thank God that the footage was available. And the next one that I'll be covering will be the Hernandez trial when we get that footage. Hopefully that will be sometime soon. And but that's it for us today, folks. And I'll tell you, I'll let you know when I'm coming back with an interview with Catherine Bernard. Hopefully that will be happening soon. And take care, everybody. Go subscribe to Mo in the Deep End, please. Her channel is fantastic with her Mornings with Mo, and House of Flux. If you're looking for some gaming distraction, that's where you're going to find it. Lots of zombies and monsters being murdered horrifically over there. Just terrible what she does to them. And Jennifer Williams with You Are the Power. Thank you so much for being here. And Carrie, thanks for doing all of this. For you too, Jennifer and Carrie, thanks for working so hard with these other families too, because now you guys are involved in supporting these other families and with You Are the Power. So please go to youarethepower.net and subscribe, and also volunteer over there. I'm Perpetually Puzzled Puzzler. Thanks for the 20 coming in at the end. Megan, thanks so much for bringing this issue to light. Well, it's one of those things I care very deeply about. It's something I spent most of my career on, covering these CPS cases and false charges, false allegations. And it's not something I'm going to drop very easily. So I will definitely be back to do some more on this. Guys, thank you so much for being here. And I'm going to make you watch River Dancing one more time. Bye, Brady.
Bye.
That's the wrong one. That's not. Megan hits the wrong button again. What did I do? Did I get rid of it? What did I do? No, there it is. See you guys.
Take the scenic route, don't turn, enjoy the little things you see. Collect moments, not things like me. Follow your heart, let your soul be free. Always take time for sweet iced tea. Bloom where you're planted, be kind. You can't pour joy from an empty mind. Dance like no one is watching. In a river, feel the sunshine. Let it deliver, count your blessings. Trust the timing, choose joy, keep on shining. Grateful, thankful, blessed, that's me, forever home, where I'm meant to be. Where I'm meant to be. Be a rainbow in someone's cloud, speak your truth, say it loud. Life's not about waiting for the storm to pass, it's about dancing barefoot in the grass. Dream big, sparkle bright, every sunset brings new light. Adventure waits, so pack your heart, home is where good stories start. Dance like no one is watching, in a river flow like love's forever giver. Trust your journey, breathe it in, this is where the magic begins. Grateful, thankful, blessed, that's me, forever home, where I'm meant to be. Where I'm meant to be. Let go and let God, laugh till it's odd, faith over fear, and wine over water, rise and grind, and love like you oughta. Wake up, pray up, slay the day, find your joy along the way. Home sweet home is crystal clear, good vibes only all day here. Dance like no one is watching, in a river feel the flow forever. till the end of time. This house runs on coffee and rhyme.